Hello? Oh god, the Ace Attorney soundtrack is so loud in my ears. I didn't even notice. I have a monitor going. Whoa, a face! I had a monitor going for my pre-stream music, which I usually have going, and it was playing on top of this soundtrack really, really loud. And I didn't fucking notice how loud the game sound was. That's a flesh tuber, that's crazy. Since I spent like some time off of streaming, anytime I spend like a minimal amount of time off of streaming, I'm just like, I don't remember how to do this anymore, which is crazy because I feel like most people, the breaks they have between streams are much longer than like 2 weeks. And also I just recorded something. So my microphone was like in my closet on the opposite side of the room. And also I commissioned some really nice custom emotes. I don't have them today because I forgot. You need to let Twitch approve those. So they'll probably be there tomorrow. But I got some really cool emotes. So I will show those off tomorrow when I stream presumably more Yakuza 5. Yippee! So true, but yay! Yeah. Anyway, I don't usually do the face cam streams anymore, but I realized today I am dressed exactly like my model. Yakuza yippee! Yeah, I went out to get lunch with some friends today, and by coincidence, I happened like it was leather jacket weather, so I put on a leather jacket, and then I was like, my friends are running behind, so I was like, then I have time to do some more makeup, and so I did some more makeup, and at that point I was like, well, I can put on earrings, so I'm wearing like you can't really see them in the camera lighting setup, but like I have hoop earrings, I have leather jacket, I have turtleneck. So I just like happen to look like my little chibi today. I forgot to fucking post to Instagram that I'm live. You know what, Majima, you get to be the live post today. You really said might as well, sir. Might as well. Which is how it goes anytime I have to go outside. I should move, my mic cord is in the way. Oh, also like my nails are done, which you can't I was like, I can't really, oh, they do focus. Okay, my nails are done. My nails are not painted. What they are is there is a traditional Korean method of like staining your nails that's like semi-permanent with flower petals. And so when I was in Korea last year in like October to November, I'm trying to stall while I put up my post that I am live. So when we were in Korea, we saw them selling that like little tiny kits of it at Daiso, and my mom and I were like, we should buy them. We should try it. And then I left them on my shelf for months and months. And I was like, I kind of want to have my nails done. I don't really feel like painting them. I may as well try it. Worst case scenario, they got old, and so like the pigment won't take as well, but they like it looks pretty good. I don't know how long this lasts. I haven't done it since I was a small child, like with the flower petals like properly. And even then I kind of like half-assed it, and I think I only did my toenails at the time because I was like, I think I was like scared it wasn't going to turn out right or something. So I've never done it for a long time. So I guess my nails are just gonna be orange for a long while now. If I don't like it, I'll paint over them, I guess. But I can live with Ace Attorney investigations too. Don't worry about the Majima. What else was I gonna say? The fucking... Oh, I forgot my water bottle somewhere. No, it's in my bag, I think. Maybe I do have my water bottle. I don't know if there's water in it. So if somebody redeems like the water thing, I'm gonna need to like leave. I will, but only because I want it. That's okay. It's Majima with his like stupid little sunglasses disguise from Zero. Which I kind of miss. It's like, I don't know, it's funny to me. Okay, I said things on the social media. I'm good. I did the shit. Okay. The other thing is, if anybody redeems, like, I'm not gonna do any Kazuma mode redeems today because that is a whole nother window I have to open. But you can turn me upside down. So if you, I guess if you redeem the Kazuma one, I will just turn upside down. And that'll be the move. Let me take out my water. Oh, my water bottle's full. Hell yeah. I filled up my water bottle before stream. Hell yeah. Shout out to past me. Okay. I feel like I had other shit I wanted to talk about before starting the game, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, my mic is... Hold on. I need to adjust my mic. Cool. I feel like I'm forgetting other shit. I was in New York last week. That's why there wasn't any stream. I was in New York City, and I have pictures of my Taga beans to prove it. I should post those. I'm like, I keep bringing them places and taking pictures of them, and my mom will see me taking pictures of them because I went with my family to New York. And I also did this in Korea, and my mom's like, oh, they're like Flat Stanley. They are like Flat Stanley. They're little round Flat Stanleys. I guess they're not very flat. You can't send them in the mail places. All right. I don't remember where we are in this game. I don't remember at all. I know we're on the final case. Court is now in session. I guess we will find out together. Yippee, yay, yippee, yay. I got so used to streaming Yakuza that I forgot I can click out of the window and it won't die. Yakuza is so mean for that. I have to find all my voices again. Is the defense ready to proceed? You bet. Bring it on, Big G. The prosecution has been ready for some time. The original attorney in this case, Rosie Ringer, was murdered. While the original prosecutor, Eustace Winner, has disappeared. Oh, that's where we're at. So Fender and Franziska have taken over in their places. Very well. Let me begin by apologizing for the delayed start to these proceedings. Me starting stream pretty much an hour and a half late because... Whoops. I will confess, I did stop to watch Trav, good friend of the channel and designer of these overlays. Trav Drag and Drop It is streaming the end of Yakuza Kiwami 2 right now. I got a little distracted. I was also like compiling fanfiction recommendations in my Discord. We were doing important work, guys. It was really important. And also I had dinner. Unnecessary delay on both counts. The crime we are here to adjudicate took place in a prison, an institution of the judiciary. What's more, the fact that the defendant was the warden of said prison carries some grave implications. Minatai and Sayamaji are important. I actually got, the other day, I was working on a group project where, like, we were working on the project and we were all doing well working on the project, but it was, like, very tedious, and I was like, I'm going to go insane. And in the middle of this project work, I went and I downloaded Kiryu and Majima desktop buddies, and I let them run around my screen because I was like, maybe this will make it, this will cheer up the numbers I'm running right now. And it did, for a time. The two factors combined caused pre-trial preparations to take more time than usual. And then the unfortunate passing of the attorney in charge, Miss Rosie Ringer, delayed the trial yet further. But now we are ready to begin at last. Mr. Fender, Ms. Von Karma. The court thanks you both for stepping in at such short notice. If you also want to see the fanfiction recommendations, you should join my Discord server. Hey, no sweat. Rosie was your pal, right? And this was her last case. Couldn't exactly say no, could I? I need to move my chair. When I am when I'm using the little chibi, when I'm using the little chibi, I am shrimp postured and nobody can tell. And it's okay, but I can't shrimp. I can't shrimp while I'm doing face cam. I should have a posture check if I don't have it already. Do I have a posture check? I don't know what my rewards are. Yeah, I do have a posture check. You'll have to bear with me though, gang. Didn't exactly get a ton of time to read the paperwork. How about you, Fran? Everything cool over on your side? Fran! It's hardly ideal for the prosecutor in charge of the case to have run off and abandoned it. But justice can't sit around waiting for him to grow a spine. The evidence has just been handed to me, so yes, I'm ready. Thank you both. It's very funny that they didn't give her a front-facing sprite. I think we just have this new... They went, instead of doing a front-facing sprite, we are going to ask for another background. Which is very funny. To be fair, I don't know which one is more costly or difficult to do. My guess is because the sprites are so many images and also like additional animation that you have to do, that would have been more expensive. Very well. Bring the accused, Miss Fifi Lagarde, to the stand. Oh god, she was Liliana, right? That was my joke? I invite the prosecution to make its opening statement. All right. The accused was. Let me stop you right there, darling. What is it, Miss Lagarde? Oh, I was just wondering if you could tell me something. That something being why on earth I'm here. Perhaps the opening statements will clarify that for you. But will they, dear? Really? Fine. Carry on if you must. I fully intend to. If you can stay quiet for one moment. The murder in question happened at the prison where Miss Lagarde worked as a warden. Hold on, I want to check something. Two-sentence chunk of this case passes the Bechdel test. Anyway. The murder in question happened at the prison where Miss Lagarde worked as a warden. The victim, Juan Bronco Knight, and we've failed it already, was being held in the detention center. But the prosecution's case will show that Miss Lagarde took him from the holding cells and murdered him. And she did so with this knife. Huh? Is something the matter, Miss Von Karma? How can that... No, the evidence. What gives, Fran? Everything okay? The murder weapon. It's not here. And neither is Bodhidharma Canis's chisel. What? Say it. Say it ain't so. Silence. Silence. Ms. Von Karma, explain yourself. Simon Blackwell, who? I wish I could, Your Honor. No murder weapon. Then what exactly are we all doing here? Really, darling. You shouldn't volunteer to prosecute a case if you can't even keep the evidence safe. I can only work with what the previous prosecutor gave me. Little boy winner strikes again. Hey, G. What is it, Mr. Fender? Guess we know where this is going, huh? Let's kick this one down the road a little further, shall we? Overruled. The court hereby denies the defense's request. What? Don't be like that. What's the dealio? He's absolutely right, of course. We simply can't have any more delays. Let's go on and show everybody how wonderfully innocent I am, shall we? Objection! Innocent? I'll thank you to take this seriously. Oh, but I am, darling. And you don't have any evidence. You just said so yourself. In the courtroom, evidence is everything. Haven't I heard that somewhere before? Evil. And without any, you can't charge me with anything. Isn't that right, Verity, darling? It is. What? Without the items in question, the prosecution's case against the defendant cannot proceed. As such, this court hereby declares the accused, Fifi Lagarde, Not guilty.
Objection!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold the phone there, hasty pants. You can't just go dropping a verdict like that. Forgive me, but why is the defense objecting to its client being acquitted? Don't be cute, kiddo. You know as well as I do that little Miss Warden over there is guilty as all heck. Kiddo is hilarious, but also... Hello, pop filter. Verity and Edgeworth are the same age. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they're the same age. Hold on. Yeah, she's only 26 right now. She might be a year younger. I think Miles might be 27. I'm not sure. It's been a hot second. I need somebody to... I need the Ace Attorney wiki to do ages the way the Yakuza wiki does them, which is age per game. Like, it's listed as like court record ages, which is a problem when there's a flashback because like Apollo is listed in the court record from age 15 to his current age, which is like not helpful at all. Like he was 15 once. I don't know if you knew that. Why can't these people just be like 30 for once? Somebody said once, like I was talking to somebody and they were like, I feel like every Ace Attorney character age makes more sense if you just add 10 to it. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably fair. And as for the murder weapon, you were right there when we found it. Mr. Fender, it is incumbent upon this court to see that fair judgment is afforded to all. No way, yet another Apollo Justice backstory. He was 15? What's next? 16? And as the instrument of the court, I cannot allow my experiences or opinions to interfere with my work. I'm still allowed to oversee this case, though. It's fine. You must think of the Judge Gavel who was present when the murder weapon was found. And the Judge Gavel you see before you in the courtroom today as two entirely different people. Gee, you're killing me here. I have no choice but to pass judgment based on the evidence available.
Objection!
That's like almost fair. Not how law works, but okay. That's like you read a description of an impartial judge and you like spit it back out after spinning it around 3 times, but... And we have that evidence, just not here. Give me some time. Just a little. I'll find it, I swear to you. Oh, it didn't hit anything. The prosecution hereby requests a recess. You can hear my sleeves like jingling, I'm pretty sure. Wait. Let me look at me. Okay, it's like not triggering my noise gate, but I can hear my sleeves jingling. Oh, yeah, the defense does that too. Come on, Your Honor, don't do us like this. Very well. The court accepts the request. Really, really, Vanity. You won't have anybody vowing to pressure like that, you know. Come on. There will be a 15-minute recess. I suggest that both the prosecution and the defense use the time well. Understood. Saved by the bell, huh? Very well. We will reconvene in 15 minutes. Hey guys, we're back here again. Does this little thing here say gotcha? Hold on, I can't zoom in. I can't zoom in. I'm gonna move my face very close. I can't tell. It looks like it says gotcha from far away. If I full screen it, I'm sure I could tell, but... But we did totally find that knife, didn't we, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, of course we did. Huh? What's the matter, detective? It's the metal detector, sir. It's, reacting to the alligator. What? How? The metal detector was reacting to something inside her after all. What a sentence. Your Honor, I'd like to remind you of this piece of evidence. The chisel. Didn't we just figure out that isn't the murder weapon? You might recall that Mr. Canis hid this chisel in the dog's mouth. Would you believe that the real murder weapon was hidden in much the same way? That's right. The murder weapon is hidden inside the alligator in that pond over there. Thank you for the follow, Knife Snail. I don't know why the alert didn't go off. Why did the alert not go off? Hold on. Sometimes it does that, I feel. Refresh? Odd. My apologies. Unless you really feel like unfollowing and following again.
So, did somebody steal it or what?
I assume that's Gumshoe?
Mr. Edgeworth.
It was not Gumshoe. It's Regina. Miss Berry, Mr. Saint, are you here to watch a trial?
Yeah, we heard it was going to be a real fun show. Do you know where we need to go?
I don't remember Simeon's voice. I don't remember his voice. Oh no, it's been so long. Ooh, I'm just gonna go with whatever. It's the trial for the case I was nearly convicted for. It should be starting any minute now. We were late because of practice, but it's somewhere around here, right?
Simeon, there's kind of a problem. They lost some evidence, the knife and the chisel. So they called a recess and kicked us all out of the courtroom.
What? But no, they can't.
They're not going to arrest you again, are they?
Don't say that. No.
Gee, I forgot how easy it was to upset you. Huh?
Presumably Franziska. How dare he embarrass me like that? I think that's Gumshoe getting hit. Speaking of easy to upset. Oh, no, it's Ray. Oh, Francina, Franderella. Chill, okay? Just chill. Franderella. Come on, put the whip away. That's it. That idiot of a so-called prosecutor. I'll find him and I'll... That animation was so smooth. I'll make him eat whip for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Ooh. Milester, you gotta calm her down. Kid's gone cuckoo. I guess I'd better at least try. What if we look at every other thing, though? This shows a list of the trials due to take place in this courtroom. Miss Lagarde's trial features prominently, of course.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, if we don't find this missing evidence...
I know. It will be bad for all of us. Whoops, what did that say? We need to speak with Franziska and Fender. But I'm going to look at all this other shit first. There's a sign stuck to the water fountain here. Is it still broken? Press the pedal to enjoy delicious ice-cold water. However, be aware that once you press it, the water won't stop. Use with care? I think do not use under any circumstances might be more appropriate.
All right, I'm a pretty careful girl. Here goes nothing.
Not another step, Kay.
Where are you going, Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh, nowhere. I was just looking at the doors here. Let's look at the door.
I get it. Basic thief work, right? Making sure you know where all the exits are. If you're angling for a position as the Autograssi's assistant, just say the word. Seeing as it's you, I'll let you skip the written test. And the practical. Basically, the job is yours.
Thank you. It's a very kind thought. Let's talk to Franziska. Let's talk to... Ooh, let's look at this.
My first set of statue books. Hey,
Statute books.
Hey, do you think even I would understand these? Ugh, but somebody's taken the very first one. If I were going to read these, I need to begin at the beginning, right? How else would I understand the story?
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Kay, but this might be the wrong place to look for a compelling narrative. Okay. The court is in recess. Nobody's allowed to enter.
Really? Nobody?
court is in recess. Nobody's allowed to enter.
But if nobody's allowed to enter, how will the trial ever get started again?
I don't know. You got me. You got me good.
How do you like that, Mr. Edgeworth? I hit him with a stone-cold contradiction.
One that gained us exactly nothing. I don't know, I thought it was funny. This couch must be a few years old. It's very well worn indeed.
Yeah, right, but who would have worn it?
Not worn in that... Never mind. I think we got our wires crossed there somewhere. Okay. Can we look at the little diorama that cost as much as the actual courtroom?
It's a model of the courthouse. Look how realistic it is.
There's something written here. This incredible model can transform into a robot at the touch of a button. Those wishing to see this transformation in action should inquire at the main reception desk. The courthouse model transforms?
Mr. Edgeworth?
Huh. She seems very subdued for once. I thought she'd be excited by something like this.
When the model transforms, does the whole building transform too?
Okay, there is no possible universe in which that would or could happen. I hope. The court is in recess, nobody's allowed to enter. Why is this one not... I already did this one. I already did this one. Hello? Maybe it had a check mark and I just didn't see it. Plant? No. Okay, let's go. Wait. No, that's Francisca. Let's talk to Regina.
Courtroom trials sure are fun. There's even an animal tamer performing here today.
An animal tamer?
But she's a little too grumpy. Might want to think about appealing to the audience a little more. But she is so good with that whip.
If you're talking about who I think you are, the whip is exclusively reserved for use on humans. Is there nothing we can do to help?
Let me see. Oh, wait, I have a good idea. If you guys could put on a show here in the courtroom, that would distract everybody. And they'd be so busy watching that, they'd have to postpone the trial till later.
No. If I do that, they'll arrest me again.
No, they won't. It's fine. Courtrooms are nice. If you entertain everybody, there's no way they'll arrest you. Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
I really wish you wouldn't spout such nonsense with such infuriating confidence. Okay, Meister, so you got the old memory back, huh?
Sure did. I'm me again.
You had me worried 6 ways till Sunday. Not that other cave wasn't a blast, too. Anyway, welcome back, kiddo. Bring it in.
No. We need to be thinking about this trial right now, okay?
Yeah, I guess things did go pretty pear-shaped in there, huh? The trial. We need to dig up this missing evidence, lickety-split. But we can't count on them putting it's taking so long to load, putting the trial on hold much longer. Yeah, it's a stumper, all right. I'm gonna spend my 15 minutes here talking to you instead of going out and looking for the evidence. If only some kind soul would offer to go find it for us. That's an expectant look if ever I saw one. Can't help but notice you still haven't asked for your prosecutor's back, bucko. Finally decided to come walk the path of righteousness with me and your old man, huh? The committee has my badge, that much is true, but I haven't given it up just yet. I'm still not ready to walk in my father's footsteps. No? Well, it's not like there's a deadline. You do you for as long as you need. The old family office will be waiting to welcome you with open arms when you're done. Thank you, Pender. What? Oops. Oh, I think I get it. So this is it, huh? The key to unraveling this whole mystery. Yes, perhaps. Great. You keep hold of it then, yeah? Quickly now. Back in your pocket it goes. I guess he doesn't think much of it. Anything about the Autogrosses badge? Cute pin. Favorite of yours? Yeah, I can see it. You'd look a picture in it, Milesy boy. This is one of Kay's most treasured possessions. I won't be wearing it anytime soon. That's so. Well then, guess there's only one thing for it. Come here and let me pin a big ol' attorney's badge on that handsome chest of yours. I walked right into that. That was really good, wait. Okay, let's talk to Francisca. She may kill us. Oh, it's you. Good morning, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor. Francisca. You shouldn't be here, you know. You're not in the right line of work anymore. You should be at home planning whatever it is you mean to do with the rest of your life. Mean. Do you have anything to say about Kay's not attorney's badge, the Autogrossi pin? That's all you have now instead of the prosecutor's badge you gave up on, is it? It suits you, Miles Edgeworth.
Hold it right there. If you think it suits Mr. Edgeworth, you should see it on me.
You jumped in just to tell us that? What are you going to do, Francisca? You only have 15 minutes. Don't you think I know that? What that infuriatingly reasonable look off your face? You're like a news anchor calmly reading the news or something. And it's utterly exasperating. It's probably better that I don't rise to that. I never imagined you would be the one prosecuting this case, Francisca. Nor did I. But what a case. The murder of a presidential bodyguard. And by the warden of a prison, no less. The murder weapon was properly entered into evidence and everything. And yet, when you went to present the knife to the court, it wasn't there. That imbecile! Not only did he abandon his case, he made me look like a total fool. Ugh. The next time I see the little coward, I'll whip him into shape if it's the last thing I do. You go ahead and do that, but quit taking it out on the people around him. Yeah, if only somebody would go and sniff out that evidence for us. Fine, we'll do it. Way to go, Milesio. You're sure? I'll do what I can, but that might not be much in 15 minutes. Bran and me will buy you as much time as we can, okay? G won't be banging that hammer of hers until you made it back with the goods, I promise. Thank you. I'll be counting on you, Fender. And you, Francisca? How does that sound? What makes you think I'd accept your help? How about some advice instead? That you seriously consider a new career as a news anchor? Come on, Fran. Clock's a tick-tocking around here. Time to step up to the plate. All right. Fine. We will stall the trial for as long as we can. But you'd better get your ex-prosecutor behind... but you'd better get your ex-prosecutor behind in gear. You know, I quite like having you run errands for me. Maybe that could be your new career instead. I'm glad you're on board. I can help too. I don't want to be arrested again.
Ooh, this sounds fun. Can I play?
Billy, I love them. Fun Karma siblings are so important to me. I care them. All right, that would be very helpful of you both. Very well. Where shall we begin?
I think we need to go speak to a certain somebody, don't you?
Who will we need to speak to in order to find out about where the evidence went? Fucking Sebastian, logically. I mean, who? Eustace Winner. That's right. The supposed custodian of the evidence in question. Eustace Winner. So, the new prosecutor guy? Okay, we're on it. Thank you, Mr. Saint. Alrighty then. Ooh, I smashed my elbow onto my desk. I think we better huddle and talk tactics, huh, Fran? Just the two of— Ow! Don't keep me waiting, Miles Edgeworth. I'll try not to. We'll be back as soon as we can. Oh, Franny Pooh, wait up now. Don't be mean to her. All right. We need to find Mr. Winner, and fast. Verity. Whoa. Judge Gavelle. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. A pleasure, as always.
A pleasure? How is it a pleasure? What was all that about just now?
Kay, stop it.
But Judge Gavelle knows that horrible woman is the killer. Why the heck would she...
Evidence is the only language that the goddess of law— Nope, that the goddess of justice understands. My own personal thoughts and feelings do not come into it. Is this all Judge Verity Gavelle is? You may believe my way of thinking to be heartless, but it is my way. Not to be confused with a karaoke favorite of Manfred von Karma, My Way by Frank Sinatra. To be this hard and unforgiving. There's something I'd like to ask you if you don't mind. Please, go ahead. What were you doing on the roof of the big building 2 nights ago? The roof. You met the president up there, didn't you? We've seen security footage of the 2 of you. And is there something wrong with that? Only that his body was discovered this morning, right next to the very same building. What? I think you understand what I'm getting at. You're considered a suspect. What happened between the 2 of you? Nothing. We simply talked for a few minutes. And when we were done, I left. I took the elevator back downstairs alone. That much we know to be true. As I've said, we've seen the footage. But what business did you have with the leader of a foreign power? I'm not at liberty to say. I see. Well, I'm not at liberty to leave until I have answers. In which case, there's only one thing for it. She's hiding something, and I have to get it out of her. Yeah. Judge Gavelle met with the president of Zhongfa the night before last. Knocked a pen over. Yes, I admit it. We met on the roof of the big building. But it was simply to discuss professional matters. Matters that I am not obliged to discuss with you. I'm clearly going to have to work hard to get past our professional defenses. She puts up too impenetrable a facade. I'll probably be better off biding my time. I should start by asking what she met the president to talk about. There we go. Word. Mind Tess. What did you talk to the president about? Perhaps you could begin by telling us what you met with President Wong to discuss. As I told you, professional matters. Professional matters which I do not intend to share with you. I know the president personally. No, I'm kidding. By my time. Trav! Hello, thank you for the raid. Man, my alerts are just not working. What's happening? Thank you for the raid. How was the rest of Kiwami 2? I am wondering if maybe Twitch alerts themselves are being weird because it is... There we go. Flesh Tubers Diabolical. That's what they're called! Also, thank you, Trav, for resubscribing. Lamp is so mad. God. Yeah, Flesh Tuber is what it's called. I don't know what the problem is. Okay, I'm like getting warm, so I'm taking off the thematically appropriate jacket. Thematically appropriate? You know, the appropriate jacket that my little chibi wears. Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe Twitch alerts themselves are a little busted today because it, for some reason, instead of the normal, like, alert thing that the raid gives, it gave your ID instead, which is bizarre. I'm so glad you understand. I must say you're a very busy woman. A judge, a committee member, an occasional aide to us in the field, even. Thank you. I take my professional duties very seriously. And do those duties include meeting with foreign dignitaries? Yes, of course, from time to time. The law is my life. Nothing I do falls outside the scope of my duties. You helped us this morning! I'm kidding. The recess I called was only a short one. If you have nothing further to say, I should be on my way. No, wait. Seems I chose the wrong moment to hold back. She was saying something. Okay. I have to analyze my opponent's reactions and expressions and choose my approach accordingly. What did you talk to the president about? Professional matters, blah, blah, blah. Bide my time. You helped us this morning. You returned Kay's promise notebook to us just this morning. Surely you can't claim that fell within the scope of your duties. I am not yet a perfect servant of the law. That much is true. Guys, this is just like Conclave. No, you are a human being, and that was an act of simple human kindness. You have feelings, Judge Gabel, and you are allowed to have them. About the president's death, too. That is... Miles Edgeworth specifically saying you are allowed to have feelings is crazy. Like, girl, look in the mirror. I can hardly believe it. If I might ask, how did he die? He was crushed to death by the head of a monster. A monster known as Taurosaurus. Forgive me, I should probably explain. Is that true? He died on the set of the movie. He did. Interesting that you should even know what a Taurosaurus is. Oh, I imagine I must have heard about it from Eustace. Something about them shooting a movie somewhere near the big building. She isn't fooling anybody. She's clearly very upset about something. She mentioned Mr. Winner, who seems to have disappeared, along with some vital evidence. Perhaps if she won't tell us what she discussed with the president, we should try to find out what else she might be hiding. I'm clearly getting under her skin. I need to dig further. Where is Mr. Winner? Franziska stepped in to take Mr. Winner's place in the trial. But how was she supposed to prosecute the case if he never handed over all the evidence? My interest is solely in ensuring that a trial proceeds fairly once it has begun. And if, once it has, vital evidence cannot be presented, it should surprise no one if the accused goes free. I am a judge, a servant of the law. My personal thoughts and feelings do not come into it. This is just like the Dragon Prince before it went off the rails. So you have no personal feelings when it comes to Mr. Winner's disappearance? Investigations too. Hi, Julie. Hi, Maddie. Hi. Of course I do. I worry about him terribly too. You're worried about somebody else as well? Wait. Two? What does that mean? Oh, does that mean there's somebody else you're worried about as well? I imagine their identity might explain your strangely agitated state. I should have warmed up before this. Vocally. I don't know what you're talking about. I am...
This is just like Dragon Prince before it went off the rails.
Great, I can pretend that... I am not a huge fan of, I liked the first 2-ish seasons of the Dragon Prince, and then I very quickly did not like where they went with the show. But I really liked the, like, I am a servant, dynamic. And I'm just gonna pretend I like it coming from this now. I am a servant of the law, and my feelings are immaterial. I'm a servant, you're a person. We are all servants of the law, all of us who stand in the courtroom. But we're not superhuman. You, me, everybody else. We're just people underneath it all. Much as we'd like to bury our feelings and remain impartial, that simply isn't possible. You were right, of course. I am in no fit state to offer impartial judgment. Please, Judge Gambit, just tell us the truth. What is going on? I'm... What do I do? What do I do? I've never seen her lose her composure like this. I should ask her who this person is she's so worried about. The professional mask is finally beginning to slip. Perhaps now I can get to the human being underneath. Who are you worried about? Are you worried about Mr. Winner? Are you worried about Torosaurus? Are you worried about Mr. Winner? The person you're so worried about. Is it Mr. Winner? He has not been seen since he discovered the truth about his father. Of course, I am worried about him. But this could also be a valuable test for him. You're just going to abandon him? Don't lie to me. I'll expose you in the end. That was not the correct dialogue. I have neither the time nor the patience for your grandstanding right now, Mr. Edgeworth. Grandstanding? I guess I didn't choose my words carefully enough. Okay. Who are you worried about? Judge Gambit, who are you so worried about? And where are they? My apologies, but I simply cannot tell you that. Okay. I'll need a clue if I'm going to pursue. Yeah, I know. Go back to the Mr. Winner one. Are you worried about Mr. Winner? I don't feel like that's right. No, it's not. Okay, one more time, one more time. We got it, it's fine, it's fine. He chose to disappear, and he can choose to reappear. Okay, Miles Edgeworth chooses death parallel, okay. And the other person you're worried about can't? That's not something I am at liberty to talk about. I don't know what might happen to that poor child if I did. That poor child? Who are you talking about? Nobody. Please, it was nothing. Ignore it. Judging by the look on her face, I definitely shouldn't. I think that might prove to be a valuable clue. Judge Gambit, who are you so worried about, and where are they? My apologies, but I simply cannot tell you that.
Time to deploy my clue.
So this poor child is missing, and you're desperate to find him? And since you say child, I suppose we're right in assuming that this person is a minor. I can't answer. And I won't. It has no bearing whatsoever on the murder of the president. I need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line of questioning any further. I should try another tack for now.
Are you worried about Torosaurus?
Is it Torosaurus? I really don't have time for jokes, Mr. Edgeworth. Edgeworth is such a loser, affectionate. It's not a joke when I told you how the president was killed. You seemed surprised when I mentioned that he was crushed by Torosaurus. That was simply shock at learning how he died. And where? Half-built film set on an empty lot. This too is Yakuza 0. It sounds as if something about where he died is particularly troubling to you. No, it's not true at all. It's just... Film sets are places where dreams are made, and instead a great man met his end there. I only hope that the utmost care is taken when the news is shared with the cast and crew. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid the cast and crew already know. We met two of them at the scene. A crew member and a young actor, Sean Fenn. No. No. Why? Why did this have to happen? Something about the Torosaurus connection really seems to be upsetting her. I think that might prove to be a valuable clue. Peak video game. It's Peen. Okay, let's do this again. Poor child is missing. We do not have a lot of health left. Time to deploy my other clue. Oh god, we're in the red. You seem to get very sensitive every time I mention Torosaurus. The poor child you mentioned has something to do with the movie, don't they? How? How did you? You're usually so cool and collected. Your discomfort told me everything I needed to know. The fact that you are on the verge of a panic attack was something of a hint. Who is this poor child? You have to tell us. Very well. You figured out so much already. I might as well tell you the truth. The person I am so worried about, the person I am so desperate to find, is Sean Fenn. Sean? But why? That is more than I can allow you to know. Judge Gambit, you said you would tell us the truth. And if you don't give it up voluntarily, we will have to force it from you. I'm afraid you're just going to have to accept that. I need to get her to tell me why she's so desperate to find Sean. You a fan? Are you a fan of Sean's, perhaps? Am I? Yes. Yes, I am. I am an ardent admirer of the work of Sean Fenn, child actor extraordinaire. That doesn't sound a lot like you. Don't lie to me. Oh, damn it. Wrong one. I heard that he was filming near the big building. So I've made it my business to learn where the set was and some other important details. I see. I suppose that makes sense. As a fan, you'd want to know such things. I imagine you would have also tried to learn when he was supposed to be on set? Yes, of course. He said he would be filming there all day today. Did you hear that from Sean himself? You make it sound like you heard that from Sean himself. I don't think he'd be sharing his schedule with a mere fan, do you? You have to make fun of how we talk. Me, the person in charge of how we talk right now. No, I misspoke. Ignore me. Every slip of the tongue she makes seems to do with Sean. And now we know she's spoken with him. That's an important clue. Oh, this is probably not the answer. It's probably, do you know where he is next? Do you know Sean personally? He is famous. I doubt there are many people who do not know him. I certainly didn't until today. Then you clearly need to be better informed. Perhaps I could teach you a few things. There is almost nothing I don't know about him. I really couldn't care less about him. Forgive me. I allowed myself to get a little carried away. That wasn't the answer. That seems to happen quite a bit when the subject of Sean comes up. Oh no, it was. Look. I do not know him personally. I simply know a lot about him. Time to deploy my clue. I can understand you're being worried about Sean, but you seem a little too worried. And you implied before that you had spoken to him. Which must surely mean that you know him personally. How did I give away so much? So the two of you are acquainted. This is surely an important clue. Do you know where he is? We're trying to find Sean too. Do you have any idea where he might be? Why would I have any idea about that? The two of us aren't connected in any way at all.
Time to deploy my clue.
I don't know what exactly the connection is between you and Sean. But I know for certain that it exists. You've as good as told us that it does. Please, Judge Gabel. You have to help us try to find him. Help me. I would never be allowed. By whom? The goddess of justice? By the one person who knows where he is. At last, the puzzle pieces are finally starting to fall into place. I know why you're so reluctant to tell us anything about your relationship with Sean. Admit it. He's been kidnapped, hasn't he? Judge Cavell, I need you to tell me the truth. All of it. Very well. This time, I will tell you everything. Your intuition was correct. Why did I say it like that? Sean has been kidnapped. I knew it. But why does that have anything to do with you? I am. That is. Sean is. He's my son. What? Well, we may not have found out what she and President Wong were talking about. But we found out something just as important. Sean has been abducted. Not exactly the endgame I was expecting, but that's checkmate nonetheless.
Yippee! What? You're Sean's mom, Judge Gavell? No way, come on, you're too young.
It's true. I am Sean's mother. Look. A magazine clipping.
An article about Sean. You always carry this with you?
Yes. Everywhere I go. I guess you could call it a kind of talisman. That certainly speaks to the bond between them. And you're sure he's been kidnapped? Unfortunately, yes. I received the phone call from the kidnapper just before the trial began. Did they make any demands? Only one. That Fifi Lagarde be found not guilty. Do you think Andrew's like, oh boy, time to do this again? Well, that certainly explains what we saw in there. And without any, you can't charge me with anything. Isn't that right, Verity, darling? It is. Without the items in question, the prosecution's case against the defendant cannot proceed. As such, this court hereby declares the accused, Fifi Lagarde, not guilty. That's why you came so close to declaring her innocent. I have failed in my duty to the law. I am a judge. If I cannot arbitrate with impartiality, I make a mockery of justice. And yet I tried to force through a ruling based on nothing but my own self-interest. Judge Gavel, the goddess must be furious with me. But I just couldn't do it. I couldn't sacrifice my son on the altar of justice. I couldn't remain impartial when it mattered most. That is a banger line. I couldn't sacrifice my son on the altar of justice. Hello? Also, Clytemnestra who? Or wait, is it Clytemnestra? Who is it? I think that's Clytemnestra. The character, the mother of the girl who is sacrificed for the Trojan War. I think it's Clytemnestra. I'm not 100% certain, but I should... That wasn't specific for the Trojan War. I think the girl who sacrificed is named Iphigenia. The bit is that the winds are too strong. So the soldiers can't sail. It's a, like not Omelas adjacent. It's a trolley problem type thing. They sacrifice her to, like, gain favor of the gods. And I think Clytemnestra is the name of the character who is her mother, who then just goes on a, like, bonkers revenge quest about it. Anyway, you guys should watch Overly Sarcastic Productions and their mythology videos.
Of course you couldn't. Are you crazy?
Hey.
No parents could just give up on their child like that. If that makes the goddess of justice mad, then I'm sorry, but she's wrong. If she really thinks that way, then she's the guilty one. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes. Declaring the goddess guilty. That's bold. Kay is right. As I told you, though we all serve the law, we are also only human. And none of us could or should be expected to sacrifice a child for the sake of a verdict. Thank you. Both of you. But the trial must continue. There is no escaping that. Your Honor, there you are. It seems it is time.
Judge Gavel. My dad was a prosecutor.
He was?
Yeah. He used to work in a courtroom just like you do. And I was thinking about what he would have done if he was in your position right now.
If a prosecutor were forced to insist that a clearly innocent suspect be found guilty.
I know what he would have done. Anything. That's what. He would have done anything to get me back.
He would.
So what I'm trying to say is, you can trust us.
What do you mean?
To get him back. To snatch him from the jaws of danger. I'm the second Yatagarasu, and if you agree to trust me, I promise I'll get him back for you.
The thief who steals only the truth. And perhaps one or two other things. Well, Judge Gaveau, what do you say? Will you trust the great thief to steal back that which matters most to you? Mr. Edgeworth. I'd like to help too, if that's all right with you. Thank you. I know I am in no position to ask this of you. But please, please, see that he comes home safely.
Oh, we will. Don't you worry. You can count on us.
Here, take my cell phone. The kidnapper may call again.
Oh, it's sparkly. That's cute.
You'll get it back, along with your son. I promise. I will do everything I can to draw out the trial. But I don't imagine I can give you more than about 2 hours at best. 2 hours. That gives us until 2 p.m. Please, I'm counting on you.
Yay!
And here I thought the great thief was on sabbatical.
Well, hold on to your hat because she's back in business. All right, let's do this. My first commission. I can't afford to mess it up.
In that case, we'd better start looking right away. Where to begin? Ah, where the heck did he go? Long, I miss you so much. Maybe he just went home?
You're right. They won't be doing any more filming here today. What? None of those words were there. They won't be doing any filming today after all.
Sure. Or maybe he went on the lam. Perhaps I should see if Sean left any clues behind at the big building.
Hey, what are you doing giving orders? This is the Great Thief operation. I'm in charge now.
Is that so? Then what am I?
You're my assistant. First assistant to the Great Thief Yatagarasu. Talk about an honor.
I've been relegated to thief's assistant?
All right, let's go to work. Team Yatagarasu, move out.
She's so cute. Look at them. Is it a to be continued? No. Okay. There is an ad break going on. Julie real. Me real. Hello, Max. Okay. There is an ad break going on. And we just switched scenes, so I will be right back. I'm going to take this moment to take a short break. Nobody set the chat on fire while I am gone. fuck did you guys do? What the hell did you do to my chat? Jesus Christ, man. Usually I say that and at most one person will comment a few fire emojis. What the fuck happened? I'm sorry, are you? It's fine. It's fine. Oh, Christ. Don't worry about it. Jesus Christ, man. It's fine. At least we didn't set fire to the big building. God, hold on. A fire broke out, and then some heroic firefighters put it out, and then some meteors showed up, but they missed. They exploded the moon. This too is Ghost Trick. Hey, you guys should play Ghost Trick. This is just like Ghost Trick. This all happens in Ghost Trick, 100%. Real, not clickbait.
All right, here we are. Ready? On 3. Just follow my lead. You'll be fine, okay?
What exactly are you talking about?
Even in the depths of night. Hey, your turn. Keep up, will you?
Why are you making me do this?
Because the great thief Yatagarasu just arrived at the scene of a crime, dummy. How's anybody supposed to know that if we don't... How's anybody supposed to know that if we don't announce her appearance?
You may be a thief, but I most certainly am not. I hate doing crimes.
Fine, I'll do it on my own.
Brick mention?
Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief, Yatagarasu.
I love Kay. I am very much aware of who you are, thank you. Now shall we get on with this investigation?
You're no fun at all.
Turn me upside down for 800. And I have to do it with the camera now. Thank you for the redeem. Okay, where's my camera? Where did I put it? Oh, there we go. Whoop. Oh no! I'm at an angle. Hold on. Let me do it again. Zoop. There we go. I'm very... Like, I really only take up half the screen. I should maybe adjust my... It's fine. How's the weather up there? You know. It's weathering. Hold on, let me put on a timer for that. Yeah, if folks missed it, I'm not doing Kazuma Asogi redeems, so any Kazuma Asogi redeems today, we'll just count it. Well, maybe I'll do Kazuma redeems. If y'all don't mind waiting for a hot second. But I'm not currently connected to Discord, which is usually what I use. Anti-gravity Julie activated. This is just like the Great Ace Journey 2. Hey. You guys should play the Great Ace Journey. We haven't gotten to this too is Yakuza in today's stream yet. We still have time though. It has to be like a genuine this too is Yakuza though. I can't just be saying that shit. Julie's in Sonic 3 and Knuckles debug mode and press the A button. Yes, we did. Oh wait, no, you're right. We did the empty lot joke. You're so right, son of a bitch. I say it so often that I don't notice. It did genuinely happen in Yakuza. Okay, so we got this too is Ghost Trick. We got this too is the Great Ace Journey. We got this too is Yakuza. That's everything. That's all the media that there is, guys. No other media exists. We don't have time for fun. Come on, Edgeworth. You don't want to hear the Yakuza references? Sorry, I'm fidgeting with my Callisto earrings. Just above my screen capture, because it's not below my screen capture anymore because I'm upside down. And I tangled the little chains. Oh no. It's okay, I fixed it. And then immediately made it worse again. It's fine. It's fine. Very important Twi Fairy stream lore. Anytime you see me on a stream, for the most part, and I'm not wearing the Callisto earrings, I am fidgeting with the Callisto earrings. Like when I was live with Save Data, I was fidgeting with the Callisto earrings anytime I wasn't wearing them. If I have my like chibi model, I am fidgeting with the Callisto earrings. It's just like happening. I also have like, I just leave some earrings at my desk because I have a lot of earrings and some of them I wear more like on stream than off stream. So I just have a couple that are at my desk and I fidget with them all the time. We have less than 2 hours, in fact. We'd better get started.
All right. Well, we have the photo. Let's show it to a few people. See if it jogs any memories.
Also, I said this like the last 2 or 3 times that I put... Can we not talk to her? Do we have to use the partner button? Wait, we can just make her spin, though. Hold on. We can spin her in the microwave. Anyway. The remixes that they released for the Checkmate edition of this game are so good. Specifically, the K and the long theme like rearrangements that they did are so good, and everybody should listen to them. I need more water. Hold on. Michael Wave. I've had some like more investigations brain rot like the past few days. Because I was watching bits of the stage play. I kind of want to do a movie night in my server for that. Like I keep saying I'm going to do movie nights in that server and then I forgore. But I feel like I want to do investigations, stage play, movie night. Everybody should watch Turnabout Teleportation, the stage play. It's so good. You don't need any knowledge of Ace Attorney investigations going in. It is its own original story, and it is incredible. All of the stage plays are. Turnabout Gold Medal is a little weird, but like it's still fun. They're good. They're good.
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
Notice anything?
So Judge Cavell was acting weird because she was worried about her son. Who knew she was the mom? Not me, that's for sure. I never would have guessed.
Me neither. But then she is a judge. Her work requires her to maintain a certain inscrutability, I suppose.
Sean may not be the easiest kid to get along with, but I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to him. We can't leave Judge Cavell all worried and sad. We have to steal him back. For her.
It's hard to believe that somebody would stoop so low as to kidnap Sean.
Yeah, but it explains why we couldn't find him anywhere.
The last place we saw him was the movie set, correct? We should look there for clues.
We should. Who knows? There could be vital evidence lurking anywhere. We'll need to look over everything, even stuff that might not seem like it could be connected. Every suspicious looking nook and cranny. We're gonna try and start editing for commentary episode 9. Enjoy big building moments. So true, commentary. Hey, everybody should watch Turnabout and Ace Attorney Musical and Turnabout Big Top, another Ace Attorney Musical, as well as on the Turnabout and Ace Attorney Musical channel, all of our music commentary, just the commentary videos that have been going up because they're cool. I actually, speaking of Max, because I feel like you will find this funny, I watched the Dropout premiere. The 1 year later Game Changer. It was really good. And multiple times my friends were like, I can't believe they did this for just a bit. Like they put so much work into this as a bit. And I went, I have a musical to show you. You guys should also watch Turnabout Mike Meekins. Another, what is the actual full Tamam title? What is the title? Turnabout Meekins, right? A Mike Meekins musical? Is that right? That feels right. Okay. I've never said the full title out loud. You guys should watch Turnabout Meekins, a Mike Meekins musical. When the Meekins is Meekins. Genuinely, 100% genuinely, it is no longer April Fool's Day, so I can say it, and I waited to say it until after April Fool's Day. I think my best timing and tuning work is in Turnabout Meekins. Turnabout Mike. Turnabout Mike is what we call it when we all do karaoke.
I don't know if people have seen, I'm going on such a tangent now, but I don't know if people have seen the way that people have figured out to do basically, when we flip that mic over, people have figured out how to do karaoke duet streams where there's pretty much no like latency issues. And you can karaoke with somebody who is like streaming themselves. I think the singers themselves cannot hear each other, but the audience can hear both parts at the same time, which I do think, you know, hearing the other person helps. But if you know a song, like if you know a duet really well, or like feel like, just like feel like fucking with the other person, it's pretty solid. Max, I'll send you the thread to it later. I like don't, in theory, I want to do karaoke streams. In practice, there are so many moving parts that, I don't really like know how feasible they are for me. But they seem fun. Especially because I think it would, I think it could be fun to do like, I have a lot of work in progress, lyrics and stuff where I'm like, I can't do a full cover of this right now, but it'd be fun to show people what I'm working on. Oh, hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Long time no see. I need to not do the gumshoe voice. Wait, you're... This is Will Powers. He's an action star I met on an old case. He's also the man behind the mask of the one and only Steel Samurai. Long time no see indeed. See ya, bye. Thank you for stopping by.
Nice to meet you. I'm Kay Faraday, great thief. Mr. Edgeworth has been working as my assistant.
Good to meet you, but... Thief? Mr. Edgeworth has been assisting a thief? Let's not worry about that for now. We'd like to ask you about what happened this morning, if that's all right. Sure. I don't know if I can be of much help to you, but sure. So he'll be one of Sean's work colleagues. I guess we'd better just dive right in. Can I present things to you? Hold on. Do I have anything Steel Samurai related? I don't think I do. Damn. Can I present himself? I can't. You can't present profiles in this one. Damn. Mean. Evil. I want to talk about the Steel Samurai with it. Damn. I heard you were investigating this one, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, yes, but I'm not the prosecutor in charge, of course. But if you're Kay here's assistant, I guess this is her case? No, that's simply...
You can see you're an intelligent man. You're right, of course. I'm in charge of this one.
Don't encourage her. I can stop being upside down. It's a very good thing that I started doing the timers. One, because it means you can redeem them multiple times. And two, because if I don't do the timers, I forget. Oh no, hold on. OBS, please. OBS, please be so nice to me. I need to scoot it out of the way for a second because it doesn't want to. Okay, we're back to right side up. God.
All right, I'll need you to give me straight answers. First of all, this case. Have you noticed anything weird? Perhaps you could give me your impressions.
Is that supposed to sound like me? I just noticed you upside down. The mic brand is right side up. Yeah. So actually my whole mic setup is upside down. I always record with my mic upside down because I read a thing somewhere once that said that was helpful. Because there's like a spot in a microphone that you're supposed to sing like sort of, you're supposed to project your sound above that spot on the microphone. And so like doing it upside down can sort of help doing that because it's above me, so I can just sing below that. So I tried doing it and it works fine, so I left it. And so the pop filter is also upside down. Hold on, let me... I want to continue your bit.
Perhaps you could give me your impressions.
Okay, this is my impression of Mickey Mouse. My impressions. I guess my main concern is, no offense to the victim and all, but I thought he was going to do the exact joke that you just said, Jupiter. Is it all over for the production? Are we done? I can't help but worry. I think it's probably safe to assume that you are. At least for now. I don't know a whole lot about mic technique. Most of my... all of my vocal educational background is from, like, live singing, and occasionally you happen to have a mic, and there is usually some sort of audio engineer or, like, some kid in a sound booth fixing things for you and telling you what to do. And all the theater that I ever did, if a mic sounded wrong, a like tech kid would physically walk up to you and be like, I'm fixing this, and then leave. And I would just sing. So I don't know anything about mics really. I just let my cool voice actor friends tell me what I should do with my mic. And I go, okay, yay! And that is how I do anything on the internet. This also helps keep it out of the way. This mic stand that I have is very large and very expensive. It like came for free with my mic because of a promotion that Sweetwater was doing. We love Sweetwater sounds. Not sponsored, but wouldn't that be cool? And so this is just like a very large, heavy mic stand that is on my desk that I need to push out of the way sometimes, and this helps. Ah, I knew it. What a bummer. We don't have the location for much longer either. There's a fuzzy thing in my face. Because you were due to finish... That's canon, actually. I liked to... My favorite headcanon for comedy purposes is it would be funny if Edgeworth had a crush on Willpower. Like, it would just be hilarious. Because that's the Steel Samurai. Hey, what happened? There's like a part of my hair was sticking out. Yeah, see, you understand. He does. He does. I think it's funny. Have I explained my... This is unrelated. My headcanon for a lot of people have a lot of different interpretations of character sexualities in general, but to me, Edgeworth is a gay man, and some kind of ace, whatever I find funny at the moment, and Phoenix Wright is bisexual. It basically is. Yeah, listen. Anyway, I feel like it's pretty common to see that, right? And yeah, like, everybody can think whatever they want, but, like, these are pretty common ones, and this is what I believe. And so my running joke that I had with a couple of people was there's a lot of different ways that people interpret Edgeworth specifically finding out that Phoenix is bi. Some funny, some more serious. I think it would be really funny if the way he found out is that Phoenix listed, I said like a celebrity or something, but like Phoenix listed a man that he found attractive that Edward was just like, absolutely not. Ew. Oh God. And just like a really bizarre choice. And I can't come up with an in-universe like joke for that, I think. I don't think I had an in-universe bit for that, but I just think that would be the funniest way for it to go down. Where Edgeworth is too busy being appalled by Phoenix's absolutely terrible taste in men to like even consider anything on the personal scale. Arguably the in-universe answer can be Kristoff. But I think Kristoff is on paper too similar to Edgeworth for him to be shocked and appalled. Maya and Phoenix were talking about their hear me outs while Edgeworth was walking past and he just turned to them disgusted. Exactly. That's what it was. I made this joke before the hear me out cakes happened, before hear me out in general happened. So that's a much faster way to explain it. Phoenix gave a terrible hear me out and Edward just had to hear it and like deal with it. Other jokes along this vein that I find extremely funny. Phoenix and Edward both roughly mentioning that they had a crush on somebody in elementary school. Like they had a crush on a boy in elementary school and neither one of them want to admit it was Larry. That is the other way that I think that should go. They're both too embarrassed to say it was Larry. Once you punch him, he likes men. His taste is fucking diabolical. God. It's really stupid. It's really stupid. When something smells. I miss him. I wonder what he's doing right now. Does he? He doesn't show up again in this game, I don't think. I don't remember. I don't think he does, though. I hope he's doing well. I already read this dialogue. No, because they're due to start building. That lot won't be empty for long. This too is Yakuza 0. I'm telling you. They were letting us use it while they got ready to make a start. I guess the plan was to shoot the rest on a lot back at Global Studios. I've been so worried about everything. What with people spreading all these rumors, too. Rumors? Yeah, the journalist keeps coming around. Oh, Jesus Christ. Y'all have been hiding real monsters on that there set of yours. Y'all can't do that, I'm gonna expose y'all. She's always saying stuff like that. That was bizarre. I think I know exactly who this journalist might be. Oh god, I have to bring back Lotta. I forgot. Yeah, the photographer, right? I thought maybe you knew her.
But you're not, are you? Hiding real monsters, I mean.
Are you kidding? If they had real monsters to call on, I'd be out of a job. I love Will Powers. Like, actually. I like that he's a recurring character. Like anytime I see him, I'm like, oh yay, it's our good buddy Will. So you've all been working hard on the movie? Yeah, it's the first time I've been on a reboot of an old series. Will Powers, my beloved. He's just nice. He's nice and everybody calls his face scary. I think he looks fine. They're so mean to him. This one's been a real challenge for me and everybody else over at Global Studios. Only they'd put this kind of energy into making a new Steel Samurai show or something. He's so mad. What role are you playing in this one? Me. I'm Torosaurus himself.
No way. So you're the star?
Well, not quite. Girl, stand up. I'm in a costume, see? My face won't ever appear on screen. I need Edric to be the kind of fan, quite often seen in my Discord server, where you like one actor and you just go through their entire filmography. I need him to do that with Will Powers. It's our good buddy Will, me playing Metaphor Fantasia.
Really? Still, that's pretty amazing. I wish I could wear a costume like that.
Real and true, and he did. Exactly. I need him to have so many just terrible movies. That's it. I just need him to know so many terrible movies. Miles Edgeworth's letterbox looks crazy. He is already planning to go to premiere night. Exactly.
Hey, do you think I could try it on sometime? I'd settle for just climbing inside one of the horns.
I'd love to say yes, but that's not how it works. You can't really climb inside that part.
Oh, I get it. Because I'm an outsider, right?
That's not the issue at all here, Kay. Can I ask you a couple of questions about Sean? Sean? Oh, sure. Penny told me what happened. He just disappeared, right? Yeah, sounds like him.
Does he do that a lot?
Yeah, kinda. If we take five mid-shoot, you look around sometimes and he's just gone. Do you have any idea where he might have headed off to? Sorry, no. I did see him leaving the set, though.
Huh? You did? And where was he headed?
He got on the site bus. But I was checking some equipment over, and by the time I looked back up, he was gone. The site bus. I wonder if he left any clues behind. Bro has to do this interview and act like he hasn't watched all 4 Willpower's fan cams 30 times. Exactly. As if he hasn't made at least one of those. Do you mind if we take a look inside the bus, Mr. Powers? You know what kind of fan he is? I don't remember. I'm sure Will Powers talks about more of his like experience in Turnabout Samurai, and I'm just not remembering it because it's been a few years. But he's the type of fan where like if Will Powers was in some obscure stage production that like didn't get a pro shot, he has like a fan cam of a bootleg. That is what I need from Miles Edgeworth. It's like not even a Steel Samurai thing. Sure, you'll have to excuse the mess though. Hi, welcome Natalie. All right, let's see what we can find. I say that as if I don't have, one, you guys should watch the Granada Sherlock Holmes series. You can start at any episode because that's how Sherlock Holmes works. Just pick an episode, watch whatever. Probably my favorite episode is Abbey Grange. No, not Abbey Grange. Yes, Abbey Grange. Sorry, I mix up Abbey Grange and Copper Beaches a lot. The Scandal in Bohemia episode's also really good. My first episode was the Luke Carbuncle. Anyway, the point is, you should watch the Granada TV series. Jupiter, I might play the Beekeeper's Picnic like tomorrow, honestly. Like I've been thinking about it. What was I gonna say? The Granada TV series. Okay, the Granada TV series is a really good adaptation of the Sherlock Holmes series, acted by Jeremy Brett. And depending on the part of the series, David Burke or Edward Hardwicke as Watson, they both do incredible. Is a very like good, like I don't want to say like accurate interpretation of Sherlock Holmes, but it's like the closest like book to screen adaptation you will get, generally speaking. There's a few weird episodes. The actors for Sherlock Holmes, who was Jeremy Brett, and Edward Hardwicke, who was the second Watson in the series, did a stage play. So the Granada TV series was like 80s, 90s, I think. And the two actors, and I want to say the like lead screenwriter or something, I don't remember the credit exactly, but the like main guy writing for the Granada TV series, which in fairness was mostly adaptation, did a play called The Secret of Sherlock Holmes. I can share this in my Discord server later. It is called The Secret of Sherlock Holmes, and it is quick snapshots of many Sherlock Holmes cases. And I have a bootleg audio recording of it. I have a bootleg audio recording of it that was, you know, obviously not allowed because it is a bootleg of a stage production. But I think it was family members of Jeremy Brett, or like, I think it was somebody very close to the production who was like, can you please just like get this bootleg? So I have a bootleg audio recording somewhere, and I also have the full script. So you can listen to them just like acting their asses off as Sherlock Holmes and Dr. John Watson, and read along to it because the audio is not very clear. The play is a little weird, but it is the only time you will ever see the Granada actors do A Study in Scarlet. It's so good. They go a weird direction that I don't like, but some people might like it. I'll share it if I can find it later. Anyway, Yatagrasupin. Huh? What's this? Also, I missed the how are you? I am doing good. I'm yapping about Sherlock Holmes a lot. This too is the Great Ace Attorney. I might do Beekeeper's Picnic tomorrow though, because otherwise I would have done Yakuza. But I have a couple of like indie games that I've been thinking about doing. Beekeeper's Picnic, for people who are not familiar, is after Sherlock Holmes and Watson retire, they apparently like go live in a cottage, and an ad break is coming up. If you want to hear about John Locke, you're gonna have to subscribe. I'm so sorry. They retire to the countryside and they start beekeeping, and that is just a thing that they do. And so Beekeeper's Picnic is a like point and click puzzle game type thing about their retirement. And is apparently a very sweet game. So I might do it tomorrow. Beekeeper's Picnic has been on my list, and Of the Devil has also been on my list as an Ace Attorney-like game that I've heard a lot of good things about. So I nearly started sobbing. I am without saying any spoilers for my favorite game in the world. Personally, I am more invested in like the Great Ace Attorney and the story and the partnerships that are in that game. I am more like enamored with that than the Sherlock Holmes dynamics as much, but I do like seeing the like sort of like warm and fuzzy Sherlock Holmes adaptations. Side note, if any of you read Watson's Sketchbook, evil, diabolical series, which is kind of, it is a comic done by Molly Ostertag, I'm pretty sure, who, if people are unfamiliar, is Andy Stevenson's partner, which I discovered like way later than I discovered the comic. But it's basically a queer retelling of most of the Sherlock Holmes canon. I feel like that's kind of a shallow way to pitch it. But it operates on the assumption that Holmes and Watson are in a relationship, and sort of re-examines the stories in that way. The way that they choose to interpret Moriarty is insane. I really love it, and I'm very picky about my Moriarty interpretations. Anyway, Ace Attorney. You guys should join my Discord server, and then we can talk more about Sherlock Holmes. Or maybe I do play Beekeeper's Picnic tomorrow, and that's how I yap about Sherlock Holmes for hours and hours. You think I could use it in a performance or an action scene or something? That would be cool. It would. Sadly, I don't think it would be suitable for that. Oh, that's a shame. He seems genuinely disappointed. Okay, we should go, like, actually do plot. We should actually do plot, I say, in a visual novel. There's an array of filming equipment here. Oh, you're getting ready to shoot something? No, nothing's scheduled for today at this location. It's just a case has gone missing. Case? What is he talking about? Will Powers. Isn't he so nice? Yeah, all that stuff there is normally stored inside a large case. But I always look away for 5 minutes. But I look away for 5 minutes and it's wandered off somewhere.
Sounds like there's a thief around here.
What exactly was taken? Just the case as far as I can tell. Gee, I wonder if that may have transported a body. Or even a living human. It looks roughly large enough for a whole human to fit in it.
Why only take that? I would have been more interested in what was inside it myself.
I guess whoever took it must have needed the case more than its contents. Did they need to put something in it? Perhaps a person? Person in a case, this too is the Great Ace Attorney. This too is Dual Destinies. What other... I'm trying to think of other mainline games that do that. Dual Destinies does it. Hey, on Fridays, I stream Dual Destinies along with two of my friends who have psychology degrees over on Max's channel, which you guys should check out next week, assuming we're not busy. We were busy this week, so no putting my psychology friends through psychological distress. Big building is so stupid. I think it's funny. Apollo Justice in 4-3. Oh yeah, you're right. I'm picturing a box, but yeah, you're right. 4-3 does do it. It's a map of the area around the big building. Let's take a closer look.
Does nobody do it in the trilogy? That sounds wrong.
Wait, okay, let's read all of this. Okay, Sunshine Coliseum, which is in fact where that happens. The Sunshine Coliseum. They hold all kinds of events there. Yeah, Sunshine Coliseum, there is a person in a case. 2-2.
I guess?
It's been a while, and I get the... That's Reunion and Turnabout, right? I get the details of that case really mixed up because I watched the anime around... Yeah, Maya and the laundry thing. I mixed... Yeah, I think that's right. That was a cute detail also. I don't know if the... Okay, so my thing with Reunion and Turnabout is I watched the anime and played the trilogy at around the same time. And for some reason, that specific case is the only one that they like majorly change some of the details on, but it leads to the same conclusion. So I never completely remember what happens. But yeah, I think Maya and the laundry thing. Are there no other, like, I'm trying to think of any dead bodies in boxes. I guess not. Well, I guess kind of Rise from the Ashes if we want to count a car trunk in the box. Oh yeah, Kane Bullard. You're right. I forgot.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the World Thief Symposium, but they canceled it this year. It was so cool. Thieves from all over the planet, all gathered in one place. I mean, there was that thing where they arrested pretty much everybody who attended, I guess. And some people did say the whole thing was just a trap set by the police.
And yet you still wanted to go? Okay, Sunshine Coliseum. We got Mornington Park, Days End Mall, Sundown Sanitation Plant, Dawn Street. No fucking way, Dawn Street. Turnabout and Ace Attorney musical, real. I spaced out, so it took me a minute to figure out what we were talking about. We're talking about people being transported in boxes. Sunset Station, Dusk Street, Sunrise Hall, Daybreak Dump, Sunshine Harbor. Okay. What did we do? Did we do Morning Park?
I don't really buy into all that stuff. But they do say that the light from the sun in the morning gives you more wrinkles, right?
And why are we talking about this?
Why do you think? Because they called it Morning Tan Park.
When was it in Dual Destinies? In the opening case. In the Ted Tonate one. There is a person in a box. I'd certainly like to be basking in the morning sunshine without a care in the world right now. Only dead people or alive people as well. We can count both. I feel like we're also being loose with the, we're being loose with the definition of what is a case. Yeah, Great Ace Attorney does a lot, but mainline series, I don't know if they do it very often. Okay, don't become a child, retinol girly, nah! Okay, put down the drunk elephant.
The Sundown Sanitation Plant. What, do they make cleaning products there or something?
Sadly not. I think they just incinerate all the garbage the trucks bring back. By the way, Kay, you seem a little antsy.
Oh, it's nothing. Hey, did you see that up in the other corner of the map? There's another garbage facility.
Indeed there is. I imagine it probably fulfills a slightly different function. There seem to be quite a few such facilities in the area.
Yeah. The place is littered with them.
Really? That's what you were so excited about? A third-rate pun? Hold on. Sunset Station? No, big building. This is the big building itself. So that's where we are right now.
It's kind of cool looking, but I still can't quite bring myself to like it.
Puns are fun. Bro needs to live a little. Exactly. I'm not surprised. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you never wanted to come here again.
Hey, when this is all over, when we have the whole case wrapped up, can we maybe come here just for fun? We can bring Gummy too.
You don't let the past drag you down, do you? It's an admirable quality, I guess.
Oh.
Let's think about that later, shall we, Kay? The case isn't over just yet. Cute! We can't afford to start making plans for when it's done.
No fun. Fine. Then let's hurry up and solve this little mystery, shall we? Sunshine Harbor.
There's a garbage processing facility right next to the fishing port here. This too is I the Somnium Vial. There we go, we got another one.
Do they process garbage they pull out of the sea or something?
I guess they might, but I doubt that's all they deal with.
So what else? Oh, like garbage that washes up on the shore? Shells and fish bones and stuff? Well, who throws that stuff in there in the first place, huh? They should be ashamed of themselves. Did you ever hear of recycling? You can make earrings and necklaces and yeah.
Let's maybe talk about this another time, shall we, Kay? And the daybreak dump. We already did that one. I guess it was just one. Oh, I forgot also this game is like not clear about, no, don't do it again. Hold on. This game is not clear about being like, okay, that seems like everything that we needed to examine. Days and long. But that seems like everything that we needed to examine. A very good day to you, Prosecutor Edgeworth, sir. Huh? I'm not a prosecutor anymore. But he doesn't need to know that, I guess. Good day to you too, officer. Can I ask why you've been posted here? Me? Oh, I'm just keeping an eye on things. Excellent. Then perhaps you can tell me if any vehicles have come in or out of here this morning? None except the taxi and that blue truck over there, sir. Only 2 vehicles have come in or out. That could be useful to know. Did you see the Phoenix and Maya Easter egg? I think I missed it last time. I think I accidentally missed it. Wait, let's talk to the guy in the taxi. Oh, hey there, pal. I had a long face, huh? Ever think you ought to maybe lighten up a little? Did you take on any passengers here this morning? Does a witch wear a pointy hat? You bet I did. Just the one fare, mind you. And who was the passenger? It was 2 guys, out on these black suits. Real sharp looking. Did they have a boy with them?
This boy.
Nah. Like I said, it was just the 2 of them. All right, never mind. Thank you for your help. I thought we might be onto something there, but no luck. Truck.
Sean? Sean! You in there? No sign of him here either. Kinda thought that basket on the back of the truck there looked suspicious.
She's not wrong. It does.
Huh? What are you doing, Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck?
The engine's cool, which means it's been here for a while.
No way, you can tell just from that?
And if it's been parked here a while, I guess the driver might not be nearby either. We don't really have time to stand around waiting until they get back. Also, this is like kind of canon, Carboy Edgeworth. Like, I think he is like really into cars. Like, he has a fancy car, but like, I think he's really into cars. I love the use of the pointing sprite to emulate him touching the truck. Thank you for the first time chat, Knife Snail. Yeah, it's funny. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing? I'm pointing at the truck. Where would Sean have been sitting? Sean? Oh, that's his seat with a backpack on it. There's something poking out of it. A videotape? In 7 days, you... I'm kidding. We use them when we're shooting. Why would Sean have one? Was there something he wanted to record? This could be a clue. Do you have a way for us to check what's on the tape? Sure, there's a couple of monitors set up right over there. Ace Attorney Ring AU, terrifying. Alright, hitting play. This too is Yakuza? It's Sean. Is he rehearsing his lines?
Sean was there on his own running his lines.
There's clearly a visible footprint right there, which means this must be from last night. Yeah, he does this sometimes. When he's not happy with the scene, he borrows the equipment and goes over it on his own time.
Wow, he's really dedicated, huh?
Sure is. He may be young, but he takes his craft seriously. You gotta admire it. Oh, that part of it at least. But using the kit without asking part, not so much. And he would have been able to use the equipment on his own? Sure, if all he wanted to do was shoot something pretty basic.
Huh?
What is it, Kay? Where did Sean go?
He ran off somewhere.
And just left the camera running? It stopped. I guess he ran out of tape. I love the implication that they were like, yeah, he's allowed to just like go in there and use up tape. Like if he's recording on tape instead of like if it's something digital, that's one thing, but he's using up tape. Oh God.
Start joking.
Shit's expensive, I'm pretty sure.
So that's all that's on there? Sean's rehearsal?
It's midday already.
You think Judge Gavel and the others are doing okay?
Alien abduction. I'm not sure. How long is it realistically possible to drag out proceedings, I wonder?
We have to find Sean.
Indeed we do.
Ah, heck. Not like that, dang it.
Oh God, which one of them am I? Imagine being a camera operator and this bratty 10-year-old is using up all of your tape. I would scream. Oh my God, I have to do Southern to Southern communication now. Sorry, my earring is bothering me. I need to like fix it.
Jeez.
Okay, bear with me. Someday, I feel like the Lotta voice, she's there 50% of the time. Why do I have a spinning wheel of death? That's concerning. Hold on. Okay. Odd. Song always reminds me of Material Girl. You're right? You're kind of right for that. What the hell? You're right. It's like similar. I've never thought that before, and now I'm gonna keep thinking of it. Oh my God. Okay. I can see it. Hear it? No, yeah, you're right. It does sound like Material Girl. I'm so upset. Okay. You think we're gonna get a scoop like that? Oh God, what was Lloyd's voice?
Sorry, Chief. My bad.
How many times I gotta say it? We're scoop fiends. Wild critters that survive on scoops and scoops alone. Every second we ain't scooping, we're starving. It's scoop or die out here. A lot of heart is a Material Girl. This is like when I was leaving my eye doctor appointment earlier and got rickrolled right as I was paying. We're all living in a material world.
Yes, Chief.
I don't remember what Tabby's voice was. Well, look who it is. Although I can't help but wish it wasn't.
When did those two get here? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, it just sounds like Material Girl, goddamn.
We should go talk to them.
Should we? Ugh, fine. I hate him. I hate him. I've spent copious amounts of money on merch of him. All right, lot of time. My favorite part was when she said it was lot of time and started lottaing everywhere. Ms. Lloyd calls you Chief, doesn't she? Oh, we're just not going to start with we're just not going to start with saying like, hello, how are you? We're just gonna start with, okay. Were we supposed to talk to Tabby first? Oops. If so, oops. My bad. Ms. Lloyd calls you Chief, doesn't she? Sure does, because that's exactly what I am. She's my #1 cub reporter. Seems my unique brand of shutterbugging caught her eye, so she came to me to learn the trade. She may be a scribbler, not a snapper, but Oh God. But the both of us are hungry for a scoop. But the both of us are hungry for scoop soup 24/7. Jesus. And besides, who doesn't want to be called Chief, right? Miss Hart's pictures were what drew Ms. Lloyd to her. I suppose it's no surprise that this particular chief attracted an apprentice with such unique tastes. Scoop soup. Edgeworth doesn't say hello, he needs answers. Sure, she didn't score no... Oh, God. Sure, she didn't score no big stories just yet, but she's hungry. Boy, is she. Hungrier than me, even. And she wants a Taurosaurus exclusive batter and the coyote wants a chicken. Okay. She's been turning... Oh, my God. It's so hard. It's so hard. Yeah, I do a lot of hard voice. That is a thing I have been paid real human dollars to do. She's been turning this place upside down all day looking for leads.
She has? Maybe she knows something about the kidnapping. I think we should ask her, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth?
Agreed. We all need... we need all the help we can get to find Sean. And I can think of one piece. The One Piece is real? I can think of one piece of evidence that might encourage her to tell us what we need to know. Your scoop. So now that the story of the underground auction is in the bag, what's next? Come on, as if you even need to ask. Taurosaurus, that's what. Fate done dropped him right in my dang lap. Snuck in upstairs to cover the auction. Miles D. Edgeworth. And then he shows up right on the doorstep and stomps big old footprints everywhere for good measure. And do you have a particular news outlet in mind for this big scoop? It's always, how did you get in here? And were you stalking me? And never, how was the scoop? Did you have fun with the scoop? The scoop seemed fun. Does the bear do its business in the woods? I've got me 2 or 3 in mind. They'll be all over this like a rash. Heck, there's even one right... Oh, it's loading too slow. There's even one right here in the big building. Tabby and me, we're in and out of there all the time. The receptionist said 3 more tries and they're going to file a restraining order. I mean, mostly on account of how fond they seem... What? Mostly on account of how fond they seem to be throwing us out on our ears, but still. It sounds as if they're both more out than in. Okay, we gotta present. Actually, I'm gonna go talk to Tabby first, because I feel like we were supposed to talk to her first.
Well, if it ain't my good friend Ruffles, good to see y'all again.
Yeah, definitely was supposed to talk to her first. Whoops. And you, Miss Lloyd. But how come you're here, if you don't mind me asking? When I was first playing, like when we streamed it on Max's channel, I'm pretty sure what I did was I gave Tabby a non-Rhotic accent and Lotta a Rhotic accent, which would make them from different places. But the way that Tabby's written in the official localization, I kind of can't do it. Like, she very clearly has a Rhotic Southern accent. Which, like, if people don't know what that means, a Rhotic Southern accent is when you pronounce the R's. And a non-Rhotic Southern accent, or a non-Rhotic accent in general, is when you don't pronounce an R. So most like typical like British accents that you would think of are non-Rhotic. And most Southern accents that people are used to are Rhotic, as a very vague generalization. But a non-Rhotic Southern accent is more used to be more common also, is more like Deep South. Like Georgia area. If you've ever watched The Golden Girls, Blanche Devereaux has a non-Rhotic Southern accent, and they're also very fun to do. She has an accent because she uses Kansai dialect in Japanese, right? Like, what if you switched Lotta and Majima's accents? Yes, she's from Osaka, so she does have a Kansai dialect. Which is really funny because it's the same thing of... we were talking about Yakuza fanfiction earlier. My, like, pet peeve is the Kansai dialect, like, localized that they do when they write out the subtitles makes linguistic sense. Like, there are certain places that you would hear the accent more clearly. And fanfiction writers don't always get that. And so, like, the word you, like, the Kansai dialect pretty often in any localized media will switch from you to like ya or your, which is different depending on where you're at in the sentence. Like it depends. You can't just like find and replace the word you. You have to do it differently. And nobody is going to care about that in fan fiction, and it doesn't matter, but it bothers me. It bothers me specifically. Sorry, I love talking about linguistics. My Discord server, by the way, which just went by on the stream chat, has a language channel now if people want to talk about accents in there too. Why not, right? Ms. Lloyd, the accusation of murder made against you was, of course, entirely groundless. But the fact remains that you are a willing participant in the staged assassination attempt. Speaking of, for Lotta, when I played her in Tam, her accent is inconsistent as all hell. I don't think I don't think people would notice, unless they are from the South, or like they're really paying attention to me as Lotta, which I don't think is a lot of people. But in some places I do it on purpose where I would switch how I would say the accent for like, if I'm singing it. Bring your jacket, Tato, go, you, pipe, water. Aset, you bet. Yeah, but like Lotta's accent when I play her in Tam is not consistent. Sometimes for the sake of singing. Sometimes on accident. Mostly because I didn't decide on a specific place she was from. I just went nuts. The police will no doubt wish to speak to you about the matter. I hit my pop filter again. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions.
Well, they did kind of drop the whole case out of nowhere. Pack me up and ship me home without so much as a slap on the wrist. Guess it was their way of saying, you keep up the good work now. They did seem kind of keen to get me to never ever mention the whole thing ever again, though.
I feel like I kind of want to go more Rosetta from Disney Fairies for Tabby, which is kind of really high-pitched because it's Kristen Chenoweth, but yes, because you weren't part of the official story of the attempt on the president's life. And they can't afford to have you getting in the way of that.
Mr. Edgeworth, telling Tabby not to talk is like trying to stop a dam from bursting with a piece of tape.
Not exactly the most delicate way of putting it.
Wrote up the whole thing too, of course. Every last detail. Was a few of my own. Handed it to the paper, hopes all high and all that. Nothing. Not a peep.
Was somebody putting pressure on them? Or were the details you added just a little too gratuitous, perhaps? It's also, I think Edra said something in Turnabout Trigger along the lines of like, oh, I could mistake them for each other. So I was like, they should probably sound a bit more similar. Both seem equally plausible, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I am one person who is reading all this out. What are you doing here at the big building? Are you reporting on something?
Hey, maybe I didn't make this clear enough the first time we met. But you want a reporter to scratch your back, you gotta scratch hers first, if you catch my meaning.
You want me to give you something you can use for an article?
Bingo! And it better be good. Because if it ain't, this conversation's over.
We do need to know about what might have happened to Sean. Perhaps I could show her a piece of evidence and see if she has anything to give me in return.
Okay! Prosecutor delves into his pocket. After considerable fumbling, he reveals. Sorry, you're gonna have to help me out here, Ruffles.
Ugh, never mind. I guess she knows nothing about that. I was like, hold on, I wasn't paying any attention. What? I was thinking about accents. I'm speaking in an accent that is beyond her range of hearing. Okay, nope, that's interesting. Reporting. Yeah, that's it. Okay. security footage because the president's relevant? Nope. Okay. What is this?
She snuck right into the lion's den without even a thought for her own safety. Yep, the chief is a real champion of truth, all right. Ain't that so, Mr. Edgeworth?
Can I say no comment? Perhaps we should reserve judgment on that until we know a little more.
Nah, I'm more of a judge now, think later kind of gal myself. Nothing else to tell the readers?
Only that I'd like you to consider being a little more impartial in your reporting.
Now, I'm more of a cater to your audience so they love you more kind of gal. And my audience is mostly the good old chief.
I wish you'd at least try to take things seriously. Funny. Okay, what the hell are we? God, this is all like... What is this? Yeah, no. Hey, do you know it's the president? Nope, okay. That's not it. I don't remember what we're supposed to give to her. At all. I also don't remember what Lana said. What did you talk about? What were your things? Okay, you need a scoop. Do you want to hear about Taurosaurus? Is that what I have to do? Oh. Nope. Damn. You just want to talk about Lotta. It's been a hot second, so I don't remember, like, what's considered news. Nope, that one too. Okay. She really just wants to keep talking about Lotta. I'm seeing that. No, we already did that. Monster Friends. Oh! You can fast forward! It's the Z button. I didn't know that. I have been suffering. Is it really not the rehearsal tape? That's the only new stuff that we have. Huh. No. Look at that. I'm literally going to present everything to her. Ah! Ms. Lloyd, this picture.
Say no more, Ruffles. I already know what you're gonna ask.
Huh? You do?
You're looking for him, right? The kid?
What?
You just can't get out from under the drama, huh? Wherever he goes, the bodies follow. Miles Edgeworth. Trouble magnet. Pretty much sums you up, right?
Is my reputation really so sordid?
And now, you done got yourself wrapped up in a kidnapping, too. Crazy. Huh? How do you know about that? Shh, pipe down, will ya? Can't be talking about all this stuff too loud. I ain't even told the chief about it. Gotta keep it on the down low, okay? That ain't a cat I want out of the bag just yet.
Seriously, how do you know about it? Surely Judge Gavel hasn't told anybody except us.
I bet you just love to know, wouldn't you? Well, you can't. It's a secret.
She's as stubborn as ever, it seems.
Hey, quit staring at me like that. I ain't sharing nothing with that thundercloud of a face. This too is the Great Ace Attorney. So, you know something, right? Sure do. Truth is, I done saw it. Little kid being bundled off by two shady characters in black suits.
Ooh!
What? Do you know where they went? Nope, don't got a clue. It was kind of fun.
I feel like almost her accent is actually stronger in her dialogue than Lotta's is.
they was kind of far away when they was kind of far away when I spotted them. Lost sight pretty quick. Dang it. Still, at least we know something about our kidnappers now.
Yes. 2 men in black. Okay. Yeah, let's do our brain cells. Okay. Vehicle activity. 2 men in suits. 2 men. So we've learned a little something about the kidnappers. Ms. Lloyd saw 2 men taking Sean away. And the taxi driver remembers giving 2 similar-looking men a ride.
They must be the same people, right?
I'd say it's a distinct possibility, yes. But there's one thing that doesn't make sense. The taxi driver said specifically that the 2 men didn't have a child with them.
Yeah. That is weird.
Okay. No Sean. Vehicle activity. Surely the stolen case. I'm glad we didn't have to hold on to that one forever. Could it be the kidnappers who stole the case?
Wait, you mean...
Yes. What if they put Sean inside it?
He's little enough that he'd fit, I guess. So the reason the taxi driver didn't see him...
Might be that he was loaded into the trunk as baggage.
But why did they need to hide him?
I imagine they might not have planned it to originally. But they didn't count on there being a police presence here in the plaza.
Right, that makes sense. They didn't want the officer on duty to see them going off with Sean.
So they took a rather drastic measure.
That must be it. All right, let's go see what the taxi driver can tell us.
The 2 men you told us about, did they have any baggage with them? Boy, did they. A giant case. Wasn't easy getting that thing into the trunk, I tell you.
That settles it. They must have been the kidnappers.
Where did you take these 2 men, if you don't mind me asking? Look, I can see that this is important. How about I give you a ride there?
That's a great idea. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth.
All right, thank you. My pleasure, folks. Shout out to the random nice NPC. Love this taxi driver has just been chilling here. Yeah, Jesus. Okay, Speed Demon much? He's just been hanging around.
Did he have to drive that fast? Feel kind of queasy.
Oh, fuck. I just remembered where we are.
Are you okay, Mr. Edgeworth? You look a little green yourself.
I'm fine. The driver said he took the men to the garage of this house right here.
Which means this must be where they brought the case.
This part of the game, guys, is, like, horrifying to me.
No, wait, look at the name of the mailbox.
The name? What? Excelsius Winner.
This must be that chairman guy's house.
What? Excelsius Winner ordered Sean's kidnapping. Fucked. Isn't he currently under arrest?
Nice, the garage door is unlocked.
You spotted that quickly. Although I guess I probably shouldn't be surprised. It smells of engine oil in here. I guess Winner Senior must be something of a motorhead.
Anybody home? No? Anybody?
Almost time to cry a lot. I don't know how far we'll get today. I'm gonna go, like, past this section, I think. But I don't know how far I'll go. What are we, Kay? Common house thieves?
You take that back. We're great thieves, and don't let me ever hear you say different. Have some self-respect, Mr. Edgeworth.
She didn't like that at all. Anyway, it seems nobody's around. Which hopefully means we're not at risk of being arrested.
Don't let your guard down yet. We're only just getting started here. Now let's find some treasures.
Aren't we supposed to be looking for Sean? I feel like my, promo Discord bot is going off kind of a lot.
Look at these huge bags of flour, Mr. Edgeworth. If we had some water and a rolling pin, we could make us some delicious fresh noodles. them nice and firm, don't you? This 2 is Yakuza 5. You have to boil them just the right amount.
That's not flour, Kay, it's cement. If you mixed it with water, it would become very, very firm indeed.
Really? Wow. Cement noodles. Yeah, those would probably stick in your throat, huh?
Just a little, Kay. Just a little. Yeah, I'm sure the cement is totally normal and not at all horrifying. I'm sure that was, you know, bought for normal, mundane reasons. There's a sledgehammer, a shovel, and a bunch of other heavy-duty tools here.
That thing makes Judge Gavel's hammer look puny. If I ever become a judge, I'm getting one like this.
I doubt you'd make yourself very popular swinging one of those around in a courtroom.
Really? Fine. What if I swung that shovel around instead?
Then it wouldn't be a courtroom, it would be a circus. Promise me you won't do that?
Motorcycle. No way. This bike is super cool. There's even a skull over the headlight.
Oh my god. Hold on. There's like... Where's my little... Anyway. I suppose it's designed so that the eyes light up when you turn it on.
Really? Wow. I bet it's still nothing compared to when you get that steely glint in your eyes.
My eyes don't actually light up, Kay. Trying to avoid that as long as I can. Okay. Oh, I remember like missing these or something earlier when I first played it.
Look, a treasure.
These are mechanics gloves. ETH! This dude was One Piece. They're designed to be worn when fixing vehicles or working with machines.
They're covered in oil that looks like it must be from a machine too.
And strangely, dirt. An awful lot of dirt. I doubt they would have gotten like that from motorcycle maintenance.
Ugh, I hate the guy, but I have to admit, I like his gloves a lot. I think we can maybe come up with a good excuse to, borrow them?
I was about to take them into evidence, but now I'm not so sure that's a good idea. Okay. Really quickly, want to see if we can examine... Yes. Okay. No, we cannot. Never mind. I thought we could turn these ones around, but we can't. All right. I think that's the last thing before the case. Triple checking. Yeah. I think we know what this is. Yes, this has to be it. The equipment case that Mr. Powers told us was stolen.
They folded little Sean up, packed him in there, and shipped him all the way here, huh?
He's a boy, Kay, not a piece of equipment. This too is the Great Ace Attorney. And it's possible that he's still here.
Then we better find him. My reputation as a great thief is riding on this. And yours is my assistant.
Sure it is.
There's somebody in the back there.
Sean? Is that you?
Sean, stay right there. We're coming. Huh?
That's... But... Mr. Winner!
What? What's he doing here? Wait, this is Chairman Winner's house, right? Which means...
Yes, it's Mr. Winner's home too, presumably. So how did he wind up like this? Untie him, Kay. Quickly.
A little expert rope work, huh? Leave it to me. All right, like this and through here, and you're free. Are you okay, Eustace?
Oh, Eustace. He looks like he's been through hell. I wish they wouldn't play the goofier theme during this moment, honestly. How did you come to be tied up down here? I don't know! You found me, why don't you tell me? Because we don't know, which is why we're asking. I also, like, just for a moment, how devastating it is to be kidnapped. To be kidnapped. And then hear people coming, like you finally hear people who might be coming to help you, and they are looking for someone else. They weren't looking for you at all. Like, I fucking love Eustace, man.
I'm not sure you're going to be able to get much out of him like this.
No. In which case, there's only one thing for it. Like, Edgeworth even like has the point of being like, don't talk like that. Sean might be here. Like, nobody even really, nobody knew that Eustace was kidnapped. They were just like, oh, he's gone. I don't know. And he has to sit there and listen to Edgeworth be like, hey, you need to watch your tone in case we hurt Sean. Also, like, I know the trunk is open for, like, the player, but, like, if it is open, because they don't really make, like, a show of, like, opening the trunk up, he can see that it's his garage. He, like, has to sit there with the knowledge that, like, there are two options here. Either A, his dad sent someone to kidnap him, which is horrifying, especially knowing more about their family that will come up later. Or somebody was sent to get him by mistake. Like, there's nothing is good here. Oh.
Wait, you mean...
I hate to beat a man while he's down, but it might be the only way. Edgeworth, there are other ways to talk to people who have been in situations of distress. I hope you know that.
Are you sure? Look, don't go too hard on him, okay? You might push him over the edge.
Understood. I'll tread carefully, I promise. Oh no, it is this section. I thought there was a to be continued right after you found him. Okay. Well, I can't promise I'll be very good at it. My track record is not great. I've never held back against my opponents before, after all. Adrian Andrews sneezing somewhere in the distance. Oof. The last time we saw him, he was running out of the courtroom. How did he wind up here? You don't understand! You don't know what it's like being me! Are you winning? No. Oh. He's been through a lot. It's going to be hard to know what might cause him to lose control. The thumbs up. You guys know the crying cat banner where it's the thumbs up one and it just says Daijobu? That's what I feel like right now, man. Who's ready to start fucking crying? In which case, I guess I may just have to quietly listen to what he has to say. Why me? Why am I always the last one to know? The butt of every joke. He clearly has questions. I'll have to do my best to try and answer them. Before we do this section, when we played the fan localization of Gregory's case, I did not like tear up to my memory. But the official localization made me like really emotional. To be fair, I was also like playing it with other people. I wasn't like taking my time with it really and like really paying attention versus like this time around I really know what I'm like looking for. But like I haven't seen this part in the official localization yet. And I really, really love this section. This might be like one of my favorite dialogues in the game, honestly. It's really good. I'm excited. He clearly has questions. I'll have to do my best to try and answer him. But he's also clearly in no fit state for this. I'll need to try and finish this quickly. I should figure out what he needs to hear and try to calm him down. Tell me what's on your mind. You're a total failure of a human being. Just take a deep breath and tell me what's on your mind, Eustace. No! I will not. Even if I did, it's not like you'd listen to me. What is this? Why aren't you shouting? Why aren't you shouting objection? You always shout objection. What? You're really going to listen to me? Learning the truth about your father can't have been easy. I can only sympathize. Oh, it's already. Oh, it's already. It's already. You're a total failure of a human being is a crazy thing to say. Yeah, no, they're pretty heavy-handed with the section, to my memory, so that you don't get it very embarrassingly wrong. I can only sympathize, guys. I'm gonna be pausing a lot during this section. I'm gonna be real. That wasn't the hard part. The hard part was losing everything I ever had in a single morning. Oh, poor you. Did somebody steal something from you? Everything I thought I worked for. It was all a lie. Dad just made it happen. So tell me, Edgeworth, what am I supposed to believe in now? You can lose faith in everything but yourself. That you have to believe in. But you don't have to do it alone. Experience I can't give you, but knowledge, that I'm happy to offer. I had some time to think while I was tied up like that. And I realized something. I'm not cut out to be a prosecutor. I'm incompetent? I don't even know the right word. I think the word you're looking for is incompetent. But judging one's own competence is notoriously difficult. So I need you to trust me on something. You're getting better at this, Eustace. Day by day. Inch by inch. I swear it. Now, I need to ask you something. Will you help me out? Sure. What do you want to know? Well, first of all, thank you for calming down. Next, I want you to tell me about your kidnapping. I need you to be as detailed as possible, Eustace. Tell me everything you remember seeing and hearing. Do you have any idea why somebody might have wanted to kidnap you? What do you mean? Why does anybody kidnap anybody? For a ransom, right? I'll need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line of questioning any further. I should try another tack for now. Do you have any idea who your kidnappers might have been? No, of course I don't. If I did, I'd have told you already. Alright, we don't have a clue there either. Why would somebody kidnap you only to take you back to your own home? Don't you think I want to know that too? I'm the victim here. What are you asking me for? How am I supposed to know? They locked me up in that box, then locked me up in here. I was scared. So scared. And did you happen to overhear anything that your kidnappers might have said? I think one said, if you want to blame somebody, blame the guy who owns this house. The owner of this house. That's your father, isn't it? Excelsius winner. It is? I guess it is, huh? Oh, I get it. The kidnappers were people who hated my dad. That's not it. At least, not based on what else we know of the situation. But there was some kind of link between the kidnappers and Winter Senior that could be a clue. Wait, did I press the same one again? No. Okay. Oh, this is devastating. It really sucks that, like, he didn't process. Like, he is already grappling with the fact that his father is a horrible person. And he didn't consider, like, oh, my dad wanted to really harm somebody. And there's another part of lore of things that his dad has done that I know for, like, certain that he has not pieced together yet. And I don't know if that gets brought up again in the game. I feel like it might not. No, it does. I remembered. There's like one really kind of horrifying piece of knowledge that you get later on. Your captor wanted you easily at hand, and where could be more convenient than one's own home? I hate to break it to you, Eustace, but the kidnapping was ordered by your father. What? You don't think he wanted me out of the way? That he was going to kill me? Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't want to say any of those options. Why are you ignoring me? Is this some game of yours? Are you trying to make me feel even worse? No, calm down, please. Seems I chose the wrong moment to stay quiet. I don't want to say maybe. He's crying so much it's making him hard to read. Is he sad, angry? He cries either way, so it's impossible to tell. I'll just have to ignore his tears and concentrate on what he says. Edgeworth! Okay, let's do this again. I'm late as fuck, but it's Twifery time! Alright, Jeremy, you're welcome. I don't want to tell you that. I think it's of course not. What good would that have done him? His own son dead in the family garage. He would have instantly become the prime suspect.
You're right.
Okay, so why did he have me kidnapped? Well, it won't have been for a ransom, not his own son. That wouldn't make sense. So his motive for the kidnapping must have been something else. This could be an important clue. Do you have any idea why somebody might have wanted to kidnap you? What do you mean? Why does anybody kidnap anybody? For ransom, right? Why would somebody kidnap their own child if they were planning on demanding a ransom? Yeah, that is kind of weird. Why did I do that in like the shonen anime boy voice? Yeah, that is kind of weird. Did anything odd happen during the kidnapping other than the fact that you got kidnapped? No, I just answered their stupid question and they grabbed me. What did they ask you? You made it so easy for them is crazy. Their question. What did they ask you? Stop glaring at me like that. What was it again? Oh yeah, they asked me if I knew Gavel. Spirit of Shonen anime boy possessed you for a second there, yeah. Of course. Things are starting to fall into place now. Your father. His goal wasn't to kidnap you. I'm still not over the fact that, like, Eustace was like, oh, thank God, people are here to help me. And nobody was looking for him. We just happened to find him. I can't. He was out to kidnap Judge Gavel's son, Sean Fenn. Because he wanted to force her honor into declaring Warden Lagarde not guilty. Wait, Gavel has a son? And it was also Lagarde would be found not guilty. I think you were mistaken for Sean, and that's why you were kidnapped. What? You mean I went through all of that by mistake? Wait, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, that would explain the part where... Where what? Have you remembered something? No, it's nothing. I'm nothing. I'm useless. I'm meaningless. Just go. Just leave me alone. This isn't good. I think I've pushed him as far as he can reasonably be pushed. I have to calm him down and get him to tell me what it is he just remembered. Judging by his fragile demeanor, I'd say he's still suffering considerably. I need to help him get back on his feet. You remembered something just now. What was it? I didn't remember anything. All I remember is him. You mean me? You mean your father? Because Excelsius is in jail right now. Okay, apparently it is Excelsius winner. Him. You mean your father? No, I didn't mean to bring him up. I'm nothing compared to him. I never have made Prosecutor if he didn't help me. I've been wanting to ask about that for some time. Why did you become a prosecutor? What do you mean? You think it too, don't you? That I wasn't meant to be one. That I'm not good enough. Say something, will you? You chose this path. Why? You must have a reason. It's not like that. There's no big reason behind it all. The reason is stupid and dumb and not important. I'll bet it is stupid and dumb. Like I said, it's stupid. It probably doesn't mean much to anybody except me. I've often felt much the same about my own reasons for becoming a prosecutor. Really? You have? But you're a real one. A good one. A success. Even my dad, the chairman of the committee, said so. You wanted your father's approval. I can well understand that. You can? I thought if I became the best prosecutor out there, he'd finally accept me for who I am. I just wanted to not be useless. You're not covering for your father in any way, are you? No, I won't cover for him ever again. I mean, why would I after what he's done? You have a strong desire to be of use to him, so he'll approve of you. Is that fair to say? Oh, the parallels are so evil. The parallels are so evil. Like, we've been talking the whole stream, the whole game about this game is about parents and children. This game is about parents and children and like what it means to love your child and what it means to be a good parent and a good child and like a bad parent and a bad child. And like, I feel like until now, we haven't really like, there has been some part of it in the parts where you see Von Karma. I almost feel like the flashback case in the first game belongs in this game. Like if it wasn't so wrapped up in Callisto U and the Yatagarasu, thematically I feel like it would belong better here. Because like you get kind of the like ideal of a parental relationship in what Gregory says about Miles. Because like I mentioned it when we were streaming Gregory's part, but like both Gregory and Miles, and then also Samson and Judy sort of have a mutual, well, I owe you everything. Like, you've done so much for me. Of course, it's me that owes you everything. It's not the other way around. And it's a mutual thing. Hey, speaking of parent and child relationships, you should listen to my cover of Loneliness Loop from Yakuza 5. Oh, no. Anyway, like, I feel like we don't really think so much about the fact that that is how Edgeworth felt about Manfred von Karma for the longest time. Also, this happens in The Great Ace Attorney also. I think this is Van Zeeks and Strong Hearts. It's not parental. It's not. But Van Zeeks and Strong Hearts idea, like, dynamic, which doesn't get explored too much. But it's this thing of, I owe this person everything. This person may upset me sometimes, but I owe him everything. It's like, I don't have the right to complain. Like, Edgeworth wanted to be he wanted to be of use to Manfred von Karma. He wanted von Karma's approval. He understands that. Like, yes, he wants his dad's approval, and he can't get it anymore because his dad has been dead for so long. His dad died when he was so young, but like, of course he wanted von Karma's approval. Of course he wanted his respect. I think, like, I feel like there is some debate on how familial Manfred von Karma and Edgeworth were. And in my mind, von Karma never, ever saw Edgeworth as a son. I think the family aspect was very much that Miles, like, of course he wanted a father. His dad just died. And von Karma was as close as he had. I do think in terms of family, like, he and Franziska are siblings. It's not really just a joke that Franziska is saying, I'm gonna snooze the fucking ad break and finish this section. But like, I don't think that Manfred von Karma ever really saw Edgeworth as a son. And I don't know if he really saw Franziska even as a daughter more than he saw her as an heir. You know, like, I think he did care about Franziska a lot. I think he loved his daughter. But like, I don't think she has the same kind of love for Manfred that Edgeworth had for his dad, or that Judy had for Samson. I don't think there's that gratefulness. That I don't think she had that. And like, I think the Von Karmas had normal family moments. I think they had. You guys should watch the anime. And you should watch the filler episodes of the anime because they're really, really good. Filler episodes. They're unofficial plot lines. They're official. I wouldn't call them canon to the Ace Attorney universe, but like, there's an episode when Franziska was the physical manifestation of his legacy more so than a daughter. Yeah. Like, I think there's also, like, this is going really, really far into it, but I think gender-wise, there is a lot that is tied to the fact that Franziska is not just, like, his daughter, she's the next Prosecutor von Karma. Like, I don't... There's a lot of layers to Franziska and to Edgeworth, and, like, one of my criticisms of the investigation series is that I think Franziska's a little bit inconsistent with her trilogy sort of resolution, because the way I interpret her arc in Ace Attorney 3 is that she has gotten to a point in her life where she is focused on the Von Karma way because it is her way. There's a my way joke in here somewhere. And I feel like they go back on that just a little bit in Investigations in the first one. I feel like the second one is a little bit more, you can read it with more nuance, but I don't know if that was what was intended. Where she's very upset with Edgeworth right now for abandoning the path that Manfred von Karma laid out for him. She doesn't want him to quit being a prosecutor because, like, I think part of it is like, well, Miles Edgeworth to me is a prosecutor. It's Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. My brother is Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. I don't know him as anything else. And I think she might be worried if he leaves prosecution, if he leaves the school of Von Karma, if he goes to Edgeworth law offices, is he out of her life forever? I love Francisco a lot. We are not done with Eustace's fucking mind chest that I'm already tearing up about Francisca. She doesn't want to be left behind. She doesn't want to be left behind by her brother. Anyway, yeah, we're cool, we're good. I have to take off my jacket again. This is probably gonna be a stream highlight of me. I'm wearing mascara today, this isn't great. I need to hang up my jacket, it's warm in here. Good God. I hate this series. I hate Ace Attorney guy. You have a strong desire to be of use to him, so he'll approve of you. Is that fair to say? I mean, why can't I be? Just once. Just once in my stupid life. Why can't I make it better? Why can't I plead his name? It's clear his name. It isn't possible to clean a name, Eustace, but you can clear one. I also like that this is a, I'm never gonna make it through this fucking section. We may need to let the ad play. The idea that this reframes, because of how Edgeworth phrased it as offering knowledge, it reframes all of the corrections that Verity has been doing as something I called him Sebastian. Something Eustace is grateful for. This is helpful. She's not making fun of him. She's doing it out of care. Like, she's being patient with him and she's telling him where he's wrong and she is letting him learn. And that is why Edgeworth is doing it now too. And I think that line was really important where he says, I'm going to share knowledge with you. I will offer that to you. I can't give you experience, but I can give you knowledge. And so that lets the player go, the right thing to do is to set him on the right path. My mascara is getting into my eye. Good God. Ugh. We're not done with this section yet. Oh no. Huh? I never knew that. Oh no. Oh no, my mascara's. In your father's case, though, it's going to be hard. His crimes continue, as your kidnapping shows. Knowing that, do you still think you can help him? His crimes continue. Knowing that, do you still think you can help him? Okay, whatever, man. What else do I have? What else am I supposed to do? Why don't you be the better man and rise above the father who made a fool of you? Guys? Guys, I hate this game, I think. Stare him straight in the eyes and stop him from committing any more crimes. Hey, you're right. I'll prove him wrong about me. I'll prove him wrong about everything. That seems to have calmed him down again. Now I just need him to tell me what happened to the evidence. Oh God. Christ. Let's see if I can give him the courage he'll need to stand up to his father. Okay. I remembered what connects Lagarde and his father. Sorry, I just remembered. Good God. Like, it's implied. There are implications. Nothing is, like, said outright, but, like... Jesus. What's the connection between your father and Warden Lagarde? Sorry, I don't know much about that. You can't think of anything? Even the smallest morsel could be a valuable clue. Oh, I think they maybe worked together once, and... What else do you remember? And? What is it? What else have you remembered? I think she got the job at the prison because my dad recommended her. Interesting. And did he have any particular reason to recommend her? I guess he thought she was good at her job? Unlike me. I think they knew each other from back when he was the chief prosecutor. God, she's been in it for like a really long time. Because he was the chief prosecutor who gave Manfred that penalty. Indirectly, he is the reason Gregory is dead. I'm pretty sure. What was he like back then? Was he different at all? Oh, he was amazing! There wasn't a piece of evidence he didn't know or a case file he hadn't read. An intimate knowledge of cases and the evidence pertaining to them. That could be an important clue. Key pieces of evidence from the Lagarde trial failed to make it to the courtroom. As the prosecutor in charge, they were your responsibility. Did you misplace them somehow? No! That's not what happened! You haven't heard my side of the story! I thought I was putting them in the safest place there was. But, oh, what did I do? What did I do? Seems he's drowning in his own self-doubt again. Guess I'd better send out a lifeboat and bring him in. Oh my god. I think I know what you thought would be the safest place possible. With your father. Isn't that correct? Eustace. It's such a, like... It's such a, like, young kid thing to do, really. Like, it is a rational thing to do also. Like, if his dad is such a high-ranking member of the judiciary, like, yeah, of course give it to his dad. But it's also just, like, the really childlike thing of, my dad will know what to do. He told me it would all be safe with him. He said there was nowhere safer. Well, I'm afraid he betrayed your trust. And in the ugliest way possible. So he got rid of it? Why, Dad? What were you thinking? Do we say he wanted to mess with the trial? That just sounds phrased poorly. Your father wanted to obscure the truth in order to ensure that Warden Lagarde was declared innocent. There's no easy way to say this, Eustace. He used you. Man, the parallels are really evil. The parallels are really evil. Like, I just... Man. Like, did you get the achievement? Did I get the achievement? I don't know, man. I'm busy crying. What was the achievement? The fucking... What the hell was I gonna say? It's the way this entire section, if you're, like, really paying attention, is... basically like grabbing Manfred von Karma by the throat and going, how could you do this to your child? Like, how could you do this to somebody who was depending on you? It's evil and I hate it. If you told him he was a failure, no, I didn't get the fucking achievement. Because I care about him. If I had known there was an achievement, I might have done it, but like, damn. There's a chance the evidence is still in Chairman Winter's possession. And we still don't know where Sean is. We need to get back out there and find him. It's all my fault. What do I do now? I can't stand by and watch him like this. He's had a brutal collision with a reality he never knew even existed. Oh, man. I should ask him what he needs to do now. Perhaps I can even help him figure that out. There's no way around it. The road ahead will be a hard one. Hello, Yuxi or something. Thank you for the first time chat. We're crying in the club. We are crying. But maybe this is fate. And maybe my job is to point him in the right direction. Maybe this too is about breaking the cycle. Maybe this too. Man. Like, the game I don't think is about breaking the cycle nearly as much as it is about the bond between a parent and their child. But, like, this moment can be about that, I think. Ugh. Oh my god. So, what now, Eustace? Oh, first I'm going to give this stupid jacket back. I don't deserve to wear it. My dad always said that clothes make you a man, but I'm no man. Watching through this a second time hit so much harder than when I first played because I was given a fake spoiler that made me not like Eustace at all, but seeing with honest eyes is so painful. It really, like, knowing this was coming up, like, the kidnapping, knowing it was coming up, I just, like, felt bad. Like, you just lose track of him. There's nothing, like, you lose track of him, and then he gets kidnapped, and nobody was looking for him, and it's devastating. My dad always said that clothes make you a man, but I'm no man. It's clothes make the man. It's clothes make the man, Eustace. It is? Thanks, Edward. I'm learning a lot from you today. It's just... it's so good to see that this is a thing that he appreciates, and that is why Verity has been doing it, because it also reframes Verity. Like, they are a funny duo when, like, doing that bit of, like, he says something completely wrong, and then Verity corrects it, because it's funny to watch her, like, put him in his place. But, like, realizing, oh, she's being a teacher. She's being a teacher, and she's being a parental figure to him. Also, I didn't bring up, but I really like the fact that, the reason, like, part of the reason he was mistaken for the kid they were looking for is she shows him enough care that, like, he could pass for her son. Like, no wonder they made that mistake. It's good. That's good to hear. Now about that jacket. Why don't we make you into a prosecutor worthy of it? All right, let's do it. Let's make it so nobody ever makes fun of me again. Oh, they'll still make fun of you. But how? How do I get there? Tell me, what do I need to do? I just don't know. I just don't know. I'll need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line of questioning any further. I should try another time. It's the same questions that Edward has been asking himself the entire game. What will you do now? Will you continue working as a prosecutor? Are you going to walk the same path as your father? I hate it here. Do you mean to continue working as a prosecutor, Eustace? I don't even want to think about that yet. After all, I only ever became one because of my dad. Like, could it be more spot on? Could it be more spot on? I probably shouldn't even think about carrying on, should I? The only person who can answer that question is you. Only you can decide what path you choose to walk. And I don't want to stop being a prosecutor. If I give up now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. I just know it. So he intends to see this through. I'll bear that in mind. Do you mean to be like your father? To continue to ignore the truth? Come on, give me a break, will you? Can a guy get a glass of human kindness when he needs one? I've never heard this in my life. Are you talking about the milk of human kindness? I'm afraid that's not quite how the phrase is used. Huh? It's not. Listen, talking with you like this, it's helpful for me too. There was a time where there were truths I didn't want to face up to either. But a good friend taught me the error of my ways. That's nice. I don't have anybody like that. If you could muster the courage to try to find your feet again, I'd be very happy to help. You would? But only if you really mean to try. I don't want to be like my dad. You want to be better than him, don't you? Yes, Eustace. I see it now. He's told me that he wishes to be better than his father, and that he wishes to remain a prosecutor. I take that to mean that he wants to be a different kind of prosecutor than his father. That's the first important decision he's ever made for himself, and it tells us where he means to go next. So, what now, Eustace? Oh, first I'm going to give this stupid jacket back. I don't deserve to wear it. My dad always said that... we already did this. I think it would suit me pretty nicely. Its clothes make the man, Eustace. It is? Thanks, Edgeworth. I'm learning a lot from you today. That's good to hear. Now, about that jacket. Why don't we make you into a prosecutor worthy of it? Alright, let's do it. Let's make it so nobody makes fun of me ever again. How? How do I get there? What do I need to do? I just don't know. I just don't know. If only he'd remember his own words from a few minutes ago. The decision he made should serve as a good guide as what he should do next. You want to remain a prosecutor, but walk a different path from your father, correct? It won't be easy. But the path you have chosen is that of the true prosecutor. And now that you have chosen it, when the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do. You're lucky. I myself still haven't quite decided what to do with my life. But you have, and it's a choice you made all on your own. Now all you have to do is believe in yourself, and in the path you've chosen. Oh, Eustace. Mistaken for Sean and kidnapped by his own father's underlings. And losing his belief in himself as a prosecutor after his father stole his evidence. He's been through so much in the span of a single day. More than I can imagine. Well, it took a little longer than I thought it would, but that's checkmate. Oh. Oh.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen him move so fast.
He's particularly speedy when it comes to running away from things, it seems. We should go get him. We should go get him, man. But I guess not. Ugh. We don't have much time left. I think we better check in with Thunder. I want an update on what we've discovered. And we need to know what's going on over at the courthouse.
Eustace ran off, right? Isn't he supposed to be the prosecutor in charge?
We're just updating Fender. Nothing else will change. Francisco will continue for the prosecution.
Okay. Is that really all right, though?
It's going to have to be. Like you say, Eustace ran off. Man. Look, I hate to be a stickler for the details, but let's go over this just one more time, shall we? No murder weapon means no conclusive proof means no conviction. That's all there is to it.
Objection!
It makes no sense. The lack of a murder weapon doesn't prove your client's innocence. Don't make me come over there and whip it into you. Ugh! Betty, darling, how much longer is this going to take? It's almost as if you're trying to drag this out for as long as possible. Sorry, peeps. It's our friend the prosecutor over there. She's stubborn as a friggin' mule. Then give me a satisfactory explanation. Or I'll just have to keep whipping you until you can. Seriously, I've already taken more licks than I've had birthdays.
Come on, Miles. What's taking so long? Happy to buy you some time and all, but I'm taking a beating here.
Oop, sorry, G. This one's important. Mind if I take it? Fine. Fender. Miles Areno! Boy, am I ever glad to hear your voice. How are things on your end? We found Eustace. Sweet! And the knife? And the chisel? Unfortunately, he entrusted both to his father's care. Which means that Chairman Winner is the only person who knows where they are. Chairman Winner? But why would he... We're not quite sure of the specifics just yet. But we do know that Chairman Winner and Warden Lagarde have some sort of connection they'd rather others didn't know about. Gotcha. All right. Guess the next move will be to get Excelsius Winner on the stand. Best to hear the deets from the proverbial horse's mouth, right? I'll keep looking for the missing evidence. And for Sean. Well, shake a leg. Well, shake a leg, will you, big guy? And keep this one from going to the judges much longer. We're a gnat's whisker away from a verdict here. Understood. I wonder how long Judge Gavel's nerve can hold. This can't be easy for her. We need to hurry.
How are things over at the courtroom of doom?
It took a long time to type in. They're going to call Chairman Winner to the stand. Who knows how long that will go for them.
Yeah. He's already stooped to evidence stealing and kidnapping. What else is he capable of?
Exactly. Perhaps we should look over any evidence that we have relating to him in case it might help. Jesus.
Good idea. All right, leave it to me. Presenting a hot new piece of evidence, fresh from the evidence oven.
Like gloves we found in his garage. Yes, I was thinking about those. Anything else?
What about the case file from the I-7 incident? Chairman Winner was involved in that, right?
Yes, he helped suppress the evidence. It's probably a good idea to have the notes on hand. Excellent. And do we have anything else?
We sure do. Last but far from least, there's this.
Your Yatagarasu pin? Kay. I asked for evidence related to Chairman Winner. Can you please try and take this seriously?
Says the guy who spends his life presenting people with evidence that has nothing to do with anything.
That's different. I love that it's like canon that he presents irrelevant evidence. Wait, that's Eustace?
Huh? Hey, what are you doing here? Rude. You totally ignored me.
What was he doing in the big building, I wonder?
Let's go inside and see if we can figure out what he was up to.
Yes, good idea. The hatch is wide open.
Maybe Eustace opened it.
Did Eustace really come down here?
Mr. Hutchworth, look. The safe, it's open.
I guess maybe he did come down here. We'd better take a closer look. Wait, can we look at other shit? We can!
They wrapped this box in chains so nobody could open it, huh?
Yes, as you can see.
So I wouldn't just need my rope craft skills to escape. I'd need to learn some chain work, too. It's hard being a great thief these days.
Thief problems. Now there's a type of quandary I'd never thought about before. This is the transceiver the killer contacted us on.
This is Yatagarasu. Repeat, Yatagarasu. Come in, Mr. Edgeworth. Over.
What was that?
We have successfully infiltrated floor 51 of the big building. Over. Transmitting my position now.
You have to say over again. I'm standing right next to you, Kay. There's no need to transmit anything.
No way, you got here already? How did you do that?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but can we please get back to our investigation?
Request to regroup and...
What? I don't know.
Duly received. Can do. Over.
Good, then let's get to it.
Roger that. Over and out.
The legs are for human figures holding up the tabletop in the center. It's certainly bold.
And it would certainly keep you safe if you hid underneath it during an earthquake. Tons of stuff could fall on top of it and it still wouldn't break.
Yes, and then you'd be trapped in the company of these four strange fellows.
Oh, it wouldn't be me trapped under there. Great thieves mostly work outdoors. No, it'd probably be you. Probably be you down there trying to think of what to talk to them about. Why don't you get under there now and practice a few lines?
No, thank you. They just left the money. It's the money from the underground auction. Perhaps it would be better if Kay didn't see it.
Stealing money is kind of the big thing with thieves right now.
There are trends in thievery.
But don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm no fashion victim. I'm my own great thief. They broke the mold when they made this Yatagarasu.
Then I guess we'd better let her continue to believe that stealing money is the latest thing. This is Monkey?
Yes! Look at this. A giant monkey head. And the monkey has a top knot.
It's the mascot of Global Studios. It showed up in a previous case of mine.
Oh, I think I've heard of him. Mr. Monkey? Oh, that's it. Mr. Monkey.
Close, Kay, but not quite. I think you'll find it's Mrs. Monkey.
Huh. Is that so? Shame. Mr. Monkey sounds way cooler, don't you think?
That'd be so fucking stupid. Ah, we can't look at the blue badger back there. I doubt there would be much point descending to the committee chamber right now.
A secret elevator and a secret ladder and a secret storeroom. Whoever built this place sure loves secrets, huh?
They certainly seem to. Do you think that's important somehow?
Sure do. Us great thieves love secrets too. We're almost as good at hiding stuff as we are at stealing it. But don't worry, I won't go to your house and hide your Persian slippers, I promise.
What? I don't even own any. Okay, Herlock Sholmes reference?
Let's see, that's 1, 10, 100.
What exactly are you counting, Kay?
The zeros on the sign here. 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, a million? So that's 2,400,000? 2,400,000 pounds? This must be the heaviest statue in the world.
Heavy enough that there would be nothing but a hole in the floor if that were true. Oh, God. Hold on.
Doesn't take a genius to spot that there's something missing here.
Indeed. The Jammin' Ninja mask you were found with. I hope the events of 2 nights ago aren't weighing on you too heavily, Kay.
Yeah, masks down here, a cotton candy store up above. All we need is a Ferris wheel and a rifle range, and we got ourselves a fairground.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. Seems I needn't have worried at all.
Don't you just love climbing up and down ladders? Go 2 rungs at a time, you'll be up top in a flash.
We're not going anywhere until we've taken a closer look through the safe over there.
Well then hurry up and look. We got ladder climbing to do.
Trust Kay to get her priorities exactly the wrong way around. Alright, let's actually look at stuff.
There's some stuff left in the safe.
I think we better take a look, don't you? The owner will just have to forgive our prying. Is it a document of some kind?
Let's see. Yeah, a document. And there's a photo attached, too.
This picture. It's of...
Whoa, that's Mr. Knight, right?
I don't remember his name. Not his name, his voice. The name's Bronco Knight. I'm the president's personal bodyguard. Maybe I should have made him Southern too, so he's like, you know, cowboy joke.
Why is there a picture of him in here? And what's the paperwork about?
Well, now I'm cold again. I'm not sure. Let's take a closer look. You were... That's Fifi, isn't it?
You were right, darling. There's some sort of connection between Knight and Canis.
As you know, we've been trying to find out who Canis plays his silly correspondence chess games with. Well, now we know. I'll be pulling Knight into my office for a thorough grilling tomorrow. And I'll make that worm admit he's Canis's lackey if it's the last thing I do. So you do your bit too, and retrieve the package we laid to rest 12 years ago. I'm sure it's still right in front of the planter where we left it. It seems to be some sort of report on Knight.
Yeah, and it must be from right around the time he was killed.
We know that Knight was killed while being interrogated in the prison warden's office. I think we can safely assume that this document was written by Fifi Lagarde, don't you?
I'd say so.
But who is it written for?
Oh, I guess whoever owns the safe?
And I'd say that's likely to be the auctioneer, Excelsius Winner himself.
Proof that they really did know each other.
Indeed. Not only that, it proves another connection.
Huh?
Lagarde and Winner were trying to flush out Mr. Canis's henchman.
Oh, you mean Bodhidharma Canis, right? The assassin guy with the soft spot for dogs.
This too is the Great Ace Attorney? Yes. Something links the three of them. Something they don't want anybody to know.
But what?
I don't know yet. But I suspect it has something to do with this case.
Wait, there's something else in here we've seen before.
There's something on his finger.
Let's take a closer look, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a ring, and an expensive looking one at that.
Don't even think about it, Kay.
What? I didn't say anything.
Well, well, Mr. Knight. Your chess set and your ring are here too. All your possessions in one place. This dude is the Great Ace Attorney, I'm telling you.
So basically, the safe was full of evidence from the murder at the prison.
It would seem so.
Which means the missing knife and chisel might be here too. Knife, chisel, knife, chisel. No dice. There's also no knife or chisel. There's nothing else here apart from Mr. Knight's stuff.
Really? Curses. Why do you say curses? Knight may be dead. That's it. Curse you, Edgeworth. Our game isn't over yet. But he left unfinished business behind him. I think we need to find out what it was. I love the giant arrow is funny. I don't remember who this is. Could I interest you two in some cotton candy, perhaps? Hmm? Shelly! I have ice cream too, but if I recall correctly, you weren't much of a fan. You? The killer! It's wonderful to see you looking so well, Mr. Edgeworth.
What are you doing here?
It's just as I said. I'm selling cotton candy. Can I really not interest you in some? Parting Clouds, it's called. Very apt. Sweeter than death itself. And so delicious you'll feel you're parting the clouds en route to heaven. Is the last person on earth I'd accept candy from. I was hoping to ask you about my little message. Did you manage to figure it out yet? Congratulations on another case solved. Yet I can't truly say it's been fully resolved, can you? Have you been watching us this whole time? Watching you? No, I prefer to think I've been watching over you. The stand here really is the most marvelous little vantage point. How are the two things any different? And what does he want with us? The president's murder. Was that you? Oh, no. My contract elapsed a little while ago. He was rather famous among us assassins, you know. The man no one could kill. Notoriously stubborn, despite multiple attempts over the years. And it wasn't just his brawn that kept him safe. He used bodyguards, body doubles, you name it. It certainly wasn't his brawn that kept him safe. Sadly, this time, his bodyguards were nowhere to be found.
And after Mr. Rook died to save him too.
As I said, it wasn't me. I do not kill without good reason. Which is something else I have to be grateful to Mr. Rook for. Thanks to him, I avoided killing someone entirely unworthy of my attention. Thanks to? What does that mean? The person who hired me deliberately misled me as to the identity of my target. A betrayal of trust for which I won't soon forgive them. That is why I'm currently doing all I can to track them down. And do you know what I think? I think you and I are looking for the same person. Is he talking about whoever it was that killed the president? And who is this person, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, come now. I can't tell you that. It's against the rules. Revealing the identity of a client is out of the question. I'd hardly stay in business long if people couldn't trust me now, would I? But that doesn't mean there's anything to stop me from catching up with them in my free time.
And what are you going to do when you find them?
Why, dish out a little justice for the betrayal I suffered, of course.
What? What are you saying? What's going to happen to them?
I think you can imagine. Well, this hasn't exactly been a pleasant catch-up. But I shouldn't leave you completely in the dark. There's something you ought to know. Our mutual friend, Bodhidharma Canis. He escaped 3 days ago. What? Three nights ago, to be precise. His cell was suddenly simply empty. Almost as if he knew I was coming to pay him a visit. Wait. The killer went to visit Canis in prison. Does that mean he's the person the killer is looking for? Now, I'd better not take up any more of your time. We'll be seeing one another again soon, I'm sure. Let's both keep up the good work, shall we? We'll run our target to the ground in the end. To ground. Whoops. First a killer, now Canis. 2 assassins on the loose. This 2 is the Great Ace Attorney. Danger music. That sound.
Mr. Edgeworth, it's Judge Cavell's phone.
Could it be Sean? I don't remember who this is. How's it going, Miles? Whoever it is using a voice changer. Oh, I know who it is. Who is this? Miles is crazy. It's your Fred in the red raincoat, of course. Red raincoat. Horrifying. I'm sorry, just... I've got you now, my little Red Riding Hood, to how's it going, Miles? Crazy. Insane. You're the one who abducted Kay. Bingo! Well figured out, Mr. Genius Prosecutor.
I can't hear Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. Where's the speakerphone button? I was as surprised as anybody when she lost her memory like that. Talk about a curveball.
Hey, I'm standing right here, you know.
Never mind all that. I called to talk about something else.
Yeah, there's something I need to tell you.
Truth is, I was the one who made Big Bad Chairman Winner kill Little Miss Rosie Ring. What? This must be This must be the person the killer was talking about. I also called to say thank you. I neither want or... There's a grammar error in this. I neither want nor need your thanks. There we go. Sure, but you deserve them anyway. Guess the penny didn't drop yet, huh? You're right. I abducted Kay, as you put it. Well, why would I do that? That's right. Because I needed you to help to make me... because I needed you to help me make sure that Winner got caught. No. If Kay was a suspect, you'd have to look into it. And if you looked into it, you'd be sure to unmask him eventually. After all, you're a genius, right? Everything worked out exactly like I planned. Oh, but there's something else you should know. Something you didn't figure out yet. It wasn't Winner who kidnapped Judge Gabel's boy. How did you know about that? You and the good judge are more similar than you know. I think you might even be becoming friends. After all, she visited you at the detention center, right? Seems pretty pally to me. What could they possibly know about that? She didn't even use her real name when she visited. She pretended to be Detective Gumshoe. Anyway, you want to know how I knew about the kidnapping? That one's nice and simple, at least. Because sweet, innocent little Sean is here with me right now.
Oh! Ooh, sounds like that one was a real surprise. Ah, if only I could see your faces.
Well, Kay, what do you say? Why don't you come and steal him back, just like you said you would?
You wouldn't want the amazing Yatagarasu's first commission to be a failure, would you? You even know about that?
How can they possibly know so much? Oh, don't get the wrong idea about dear old Excelsius, by the way. Papa Winner's still a villain through and through. He wanted to kidnap Sean. I just got there first. So there were 2 kidnapping plots?
Ooh, what a bunch of clowns. His goons kidnapped his own son by mistake.
Is Sean really there with you? Prove it. Put him on the phone. Oh, he's here. But I'm afraid I can't do that. He's leaving. So sweet. And why should we believe you? You might not be the kidnapper at all. Look, if you don't want to believe me, that's up to you. Do you want? What's the end game here? Why are you just trying to get Lagarde acquitted? Nope. I couldn't care less about whether they find her guilty or not. So whoever it is, they're not after the same thing as Chairman Winner. My end game is going to going to have to stay a secret for now. All right, nice talking to you. You kids have fun, okay? Don't think for 1 second you'll get away with this. Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice very highly.
Who was that?
I wish I knew. They didn't give us enough to figure that out.
What? So we really have nothing to go on? That's not fair. They sure knew a whole lot about us.
Indeed they did. You're right. It was uncanny how much they seemed to know. How is it possible that they were party to so much that happened in private?
Right? They knew everything about the whole kidnapping situation, too.
We need to figure out how. Where were they getting their information from? Let's consider this carefully. What were the things they knew? You and the good judge are more similar than you know. I think you might even be becoming friends. After all, she visited you at the detention center, right? Seems pretty pally to me. You wouldn't want the amazing Yatagarasu's first commission to be a failure, would you?
They even know about that?
Ooh, sounds like that one was a real surprise. Ah, if only I could see your faces. 8. Based on the specifics they mentioned, there's only one possible answer. I got it, Kay. I know how they knew.
Huh? Really?
Whoever it was, they were listening in on us. They must have been able to hear us somehow. It's the only possible answer.
What, like they were eavesdropping on us?
Think about what the kidnapper said. Ooh, sounds like that one was a real surprise. Ah, if only I could see your faces. If only I could see your faces. That means they couldn't, so they weren't filming or following us.
Okay, so what, they hit a bug somewhere? Let me take a look at the stuff in my bag.
Where could they have concealed it? We need to go back to what they said again. Yes. They somehow knew about something they shouldn't have. Judge Gavel's impromptu visit and our conversation in the visitor's room. Judge Gavel! Please, Mr. Edgeworth. Take a seat. What evidence did I have on my person at that point? The bug must have been hidden here.
Take that!
Okay, can I take a closer look at your badge?
The Yanagarasio pin? No, it's mine.
What?
Seriously, Mr. Edgeworth. Sure, you're a great thief's assistant now. But that doesn't mean you get to wear the pin right away. You have to earn it.
I don't want to wear it. I want to check it for bugs.
Huh? This old thing?
Let's take a look, shall we? I was considering rotating it earlier, and for gore. There's something I've been wondering for a while now. Has this been something you inherited, or...
Nope, there wasn't one, so I made it myself.
I suppose that makes sense. It is quite flashy. I can't imagine any other thief wanting to wear it.
What? You don't have to be so mean, you know.
All right. Oh, we have to... I had to advance the dialogue.
Huh?
Whoa. So I was right.
Yippee. How did you know?
Whoever it is we're dealing with, they came into close contact with you recently.
When they knocked me unconscious, you mean?
Precisely. Which made me think the bug must be in one of your possessions. They also overheard my conversation with Judge Gavel when she visited me. Something that would have been impossible if I didn't have the bug on my person at the time.
I get it. So you thought back over when they let you keep hold of when they locked you... What? So you thought back over what they let you keep hold of when they locked you up?
Yes. All the case evidence that I was carrying had been confiscated. Meaning the only thing it could possibly have been was your pin.
So they were listening to us this whole time? And they heard everything we said?
I suspect so. Everything to do with this case and more.
Wait, they're probably listening to what we're saying right now.
It may well be, yes.
Hey, jerkface!
Hey!
Eavesdropping coward! Why don't you come out and show yourself?
Huh? What was that sound?
Ow, 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 ow. Ouch, dang it. Huh? Oh, look, it's Tabby. Y'all sure know how to surprise a girl. You gotta shout that loud with a word of... You gotta shout that loud without a word of warning? Made me jump halfway out of my skin. Sorry. It's got you so ornery anyhow. Get a load of this. Seriously, it'll make your blood boil. Will, huh? I'm all ears.
I wonder if we might be better off keeping it to ourselves, Kay? Assuming we don't want to be all over the front page of tomorrow's paper, that is.
Thanks. Nearly walked right into that. Oh, come on. Y'all are no fun at all. I was counting on you opening up and spilling the beans all over this here plaza.
Plaza? Yeah. I'd better switch off the bug before I forget.
Oh, did y'all find that there kidnapped kitty?
Speaking of which, the child you saw being taken away? Was it the boy in this photograph?
Huh? Nah, that ain't him. The kid I saw looked dumber in mud. Looked dumber in mud, even if he did have on some fancy school uniform. No prizes for guessing who she means.
And Miss Lloyd managed to confuse matters once again. I think we'd better take another look around. Back to square one. Hopefully we'll turn up some new information soon. There are only 20 minutes left until 2. Are we going to make it in time?
Wait, Mr. Edgeworth, I just had a thought. It's about that phone call. There was a weird noise in the background, right?
There was? Don't think for 1 second you'll get away with it. Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice particularly highly. Wait, she's right. We heard a loud bang right at the end. Would that provide a hint as to the kidnapper's location?
A loud bang, you say? I see.
Ugh, will you stop eavesdropping?
Boy, you never get any cuddlier, do you, Ruffles?
I guess I'll need to speak with Miss Lloyd, too, because I don't want to.
Okay, it is midnight. It is midnight, and I've been streaming for about 4 hours. So I'm gonna call it here because I really thought there was a to be continued, like way back when we were doing Mind Chess with Eustace.
But yeah, I do also kind of want to save it before it going into more sort of information. I think focusing on Eustace for the stream was kind of the move. So I'm going to call it. I am Evie. Yeah, save. All right, back to title we go. So, it's Torosaurus. So, what is up next? I should be back to normal stream time tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. 7 p.m. tomorrow. I might stream Yakuza 5. I may end up playing through the Sherlock Holmes game that I mentioned. I'm also sort of looking at Of the Devil, as I mentioned. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm kind of liking the setup so far that I've been doing of like one day visual novel, so Ace Attorney, and then one day doing a game that I can just kind of talk over. But we can make an exception, right? We can go on a fun little tangent. So yeah, I will see. Maybe we play Beekeeper's Picnic tomorrow. I thought it was a bit longer of a game, but like maybe like one playthrough will be good for one stream. So we'll see. What else is coming up? Friday, schedules permitting, we will be back on Max's channel, streaming more Dual Destinies with Max and Cinna. So that'll be fun. And then once again, Saturday should be more Ace Attorney Investigations 2 here. And then Sunday, more whatever. I should be back to a normal schedule. As always, if you're not already, check out my Discord server. You can find out when I'm streaming and also what I'm streaming. I think we're going to be back to Chibi Model tomorrow. And also, I will hopefully have some funky new custom emotes. So yeah, I will see y'all then doing that. I'm sleepy and I want a snack. So I'm gonna go get a snack. It was nice to have face cam on again for the first time in a very long while. I almost accidentally clicked the stream ending screen while I was talking. Anyway, yeah, maybe I will do more face cam streams more often. It's been a hot second, but yeah, it's nice, especially when I am crying. So it's not just a little smiling chibi while I am just like silently like holding back tears. Ace Attorney Investigation's too good. Anyway, I will see y'all around. Good night.